What up, y'all? What's good with y'all, man? What's good with my people, yo? What's good with y'all, man? Back, man. Feeling good, man. Feeling a lot better than what I've been feeling the past couple weeks. Your boy had a little health scare. I ain't gonna talk about that. Those who know. I'm just thankful to God that I'm here. Had to show the baldy. I let go of the braids. I done grew up. New man, new things, man. But hey, yo, I be sitting here fronting y'all, and I be lying if I said what Coach Prime just had to say wasn't kind of outrageous. You know what I'm saying? It was kind of crazy. It was. It was. You cannot lie and say it wasn't. It was crazy. But you know what I'm saying? We here. We gonna rap. I'm about to get this panel jumping. For those who want to jump in, you know what I'm saying? Those who join in, make sure that you're sharing the link because we're definitely trying to get the conversation started today with all kinds of people and everybody and anybody. It does not matter who you is, you know what I'm saying? Whatever. It's whatever, bro. You know what I mean? You got something to say, you want to cuss trucking out. Ain't gonna be a bunch of people up in here, so don't act like I'm about to get a whole 1,000 people up in here watching, whole 200 for you to, try to flex on me or whatever. So if you got anything to say, y'all more than welcome to hit the link and let's come up here and let's have a conversation because this is something that we all need to have, something we all need to say, you know what I mean? And we all need to talk about because I haven't even personally even seen had a chance to see the press conference. So this is actually my first time even going to watch the press conference. What up? What up? What up? DP, what up, DP? He said I'm looking like a Cabbage Patch dog with a new cut. Hey, yo, I hope it's a cute one. He said I look like a Cabbage Patch dog. Hey, yo. Yeah, man, new things, you know what I'm saying? I'm you know what I mean? Yeah, dog, for sure, man. Gotta, had to clean it up. I said, look, man, I'm getting older. I ain't really trying to, age myself or whatever. But I'm like, man, all these YNs out here got the braids, the fades. I'm like, I'm blending in with them. Like, I want to hold on to my youth, but that doesn't mean that I have to look like I'm a youth. You know what I'm saying? Like, got to look a little bit more grown. You know what I'm saying? I walk up in the joint with my wife. You know what I mean? I want to look like a grown man, not like a YN. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? But it ain't nothing against it. You know what I mean? You got your hair. You got your hair. Everybody got their own way of expressing things. But you know what I mean? It's smooth as a baby's bottom. I like when she touch it. You know what I'm saying? And she get the massage in my head and all that. Give her a little smack on the ass. You know. Yeah. Thank you, bro. Hey, man. So yeah, I just wanted to come up in here and I really wanted to talk about what Coach Prime said in this press conference. We kind of talked about it the other day in the Discord, but I was like, look, this conversation must be had live. This is Jules in here, people dropping jewels. The people need to hear what's going down right now. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, if they feel like they want to jump in, if they feel like they don't. But I did want to start off and talk about let me make this bigger. Can I make myself bigger? StreamYard done changed so damn much, man, on me, man. Damn. Like it done changed so much. All right, is that better? That better? All right. So, I wanted to talk about before we get up into the whole Prime thing. I'm gonna wait till some people, you know what I'm saying, jump in. I put the link up, you know what I'm saying, in the Discord or whatever, so that people's able to jump up in here. We get some views, get some people coming up in here that want to have the conversation. If not, then I'll just roll up and I'll just do my thing like how I normally do. But anyway, the game of football has evolved, right? And there's been some things going on with my Pittsburgh Steelers. And I was kind of talking about this the other day, but I ain't really get up into it. And what I mean by the game evolving is that, like, I like stats. I like stats. I've always been that way because that's factual. That's one factual thing you can say about a player. You can't deny a player's stats. You can argue with whatever else, you know what I'm saying? I could say Najee Harris didn't look good in certain games last year, and I could argue that point to certain people, and you know what I mean, on film. But when it's all said and done, he was 1,000-yard rusher last year. You get what I'm saying? So stats doesn't tell the whole story. Is the same thing to me as saying that the film, the eye in the sky don't lie. It does not lie, but you just can't be a straight film junkie and say, okay, I know the game of football because of film. You got to be able to combine both of those. The way that the game has evolved, these guys is 6'5", 6'6", running 4.4s, playing defensive end, getting paid millions of dollars now. The game is totally different than what it used to be. You know what I'm saying? And you have to be able to look at the film on players and what they're doing on film. Also pay attention to the stats, but don't get caught up in doing either one. You know what I mean? Don't get caught up in just one realm of things. Be able to do both. If you're a statistical analytic type of guy, okay, that's cool. But look at the film also and see if it matches that game stats. See what he did in that game. You know what I mean? He could have got all garbage time yards in the fourth quarter. He could have got a 80-yard rush in the fourth quarter while they was already down 35-7 or something like that. You know what I mean? Anything can happen in games. So be able to watch the film and seeing what other teams is doing, their schemes and their formations they're in, their personnels and stuff, and learn that type of stuff that as you go on throughout, you know what I mean, being a content creator or just being a fan of the game, you know, because I've been out here now for a little over 2 years and I've soaked up so much game from so many different people out here. And I've been able to pay attention to the game as it evolved. And I noticed there's a formula in college football now, which is, to me, it just seems to be the teams that stay together and they just plug and play seem to be the better teams. I don't really think that it has anything to do with just straight transfer portal. And when you go straight transfer portal, you're taking a gamble there. Even if that team is good and they got a bunch of players that come from different places, it's still going to take time to build that chemistry within that team. So that right there says that that team may not be super successful, right? Because it takes time to, you know, to learn one another, to know that I know he's a good outside linebacker, but he's better on the right side than he is on the left. You know what I mean? He might be a good middle linebacker, but he may not be a good edge rusher, so forth and so on. Learning your players, learning their weaknesses, and that takes time to develop, and that comes with being on the field. So just because players come from a certain place or they all good don't mean that they're all going to mesh. So the teams that do the best in college football, to me, seem to be the places that these coaches keep these guys together as a unit, and then they go to and they plug and play these guys. That's what seems to be the best way and the best formula that works. That's why people are huge on Clemson this year. And, you know, the Ohio States, Georgia's, Alabama's, those guys have been together, and all they had to do was plug and play out of the portal. You know what I mean? And that's really the formula for college football. You don't need as many players, you know what I'm saying, as you do in the NFL. In the NFL, you need all 53 of those guys got to be bought into the system. They got to be ready to go. It's a matter of, you know, how significant of injury and when it's going to happen, because it's going to happen. You know, I hate to say that, but it just does. You know what I mean? Wear and tear, bumps and bruises, the callus of the game, just, you know, wearing your body out throughout that, you know, rigorous 18-week season that they got going on. It's going to happen. So it's just a matter of that. And then, so, but back to college, you know, back to the game, like that's just what it is, though. You know what I mean? So I was just getting y'all warmed up a little bit with that while I was talking about, you know, the game of college football and the way that things was moving. But so I haven't seen this Coach Prime press conference. This is a live reaction. This is no cat. You know what I mean? I'm about to do a bunch of yapping. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to give it to y'all real, you know what I mean? Because I haven't seen it. He said, so DP said something. I want to put it up on there. Let me see if I can put him on the stage. That's something new also. So DP's chat. And he said, if you consistently recruit in the top 15 each year, your team should be able to win 9 to 10 games a year. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I could see that. If you consistently recruit in the top 15 each year, your team should be able to win 9 to 10 games each year. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So they recruiting classes is also high too. That's what you're saying, right? And and you know, maybe Indiana was that one-off team, but a lot of people keep trying to use Indiana for that. Well, they went in the transfer portal thing, yeah, but y'all got to remember that was Curt Cignetti's James Madison team from Virginia that he brought up to Indiana with him. That was his whole team. He trained that team through and through. He trained that team. That team was his team. You know what I mean? We can't forget that. We can't, you know, you can't leave that out. You got to put that context in that situation. So, because I don't believe a lot of those guys from James Madison was, you know, top recruits, but that's a lightning in a bottle type of season. Curt Cignetti's a great coach. They got a great staff, and he developed those players into what they were a lot of them on what you seen last year. And he also did go into the portal and plug a couple of good pieces that he needed, you know what I mean, to go with what, you know, what was going on. So, you know, he's a great coach though. But I had to mention that real quick because I've heard that a lot out here in these in these streets, period. A lot of people, well, you know, Colorado, they got this team and Colorado got that team. You know, they got this player and that player. Yeah, but that don't mean that Colorado's going to have a great damn season. Like, let's just call it what it is. You know what I mean? And to be honest with y'all, and since I'm on the topic of Colorado, to be honest with y'all, call me a hater, call me what y'all want to call me, man. You know what I'm saying? I know I'm a man of God, the same as Dion. And the truth hurts, and it hurts a lot of y'all people out there who are super fans, prime sexuals, hanging dingleberries. You know what I'm saying? You idolizing another man, which you should never do in the first place, right? But this is what we gonna talk about, and I'm gonna just keep it a buck with y'all. I don't know if this is saving face or not, but it feel like that to me. I feel like Deion Sanders is saving face for the season. With the whole whatever he was talking about in this press conference, from what I've heard, and I do want to play the press conference because I want to see for myself too. But I also want to say this. So yeah, so it's kind of backwards what I'm doing right now. But that's just me, and that's just how I feel, right? But that's, you know, it's saving face to me because it doesn't seem as if the season is going to pan out the way that he thinks it is, or the way that he wants it to pan out, right? And that's why he's trying to save face for a lot of those fans and these super fans out here who defend him. So if you think I'm wrong, the link is the link is down there in the comments. We can have a conversation. We more willing, you know what I'm saying? I'm more than willing to have a conversation. You come up for 2 minutes, you come up, say what you got to say, curse me out and bounce if that's what you feel like. If you feel like you want to have a conversation about it, we could talk about it. But that's my stance, and that's where I stand on. I personally feel Deion Sanders is saving face for the season, not about to pan out the way that it's looking. Look, Colorado fans, I don't even know who that quarterback is. Look, OG told me the other day, and he said this the other day, but I've heard this saying before, which is true, and I'm quoting it, and I'm saying Al-Farouq. Yo, shout out to Al-Farouq, dog. You know what I'm saying? If you got two quarterbacks, you ain't got no quarterback, dog. You ain't got one. You ain't got no quarterback. So what are we doing? What are y'all doing, Colorado? Please, somebody tell me what is y'all doing? Because so you got a quarterback that come from G5, great guy, was supposed to have a breakout type of Heisman type of candidate season, the best in G5. I mean, I'm not hating on Kaidon Salter at all. So we know what Salter can do. He can work. You know what I'm saying? He can work. Now, and then you got a guy who's a 17-year-old reclass freshman who moved up to play quarterback, who's have no NCAA experience at all, period. I don't care how well he throw a ball. He ain't played a game yet. And he playing, you know what I'm saying? He ain't played one game. He ain't got none to prove yet. And now all of a sudden, you get a couple of guys, a guy from this team, from wherever he's supposed to be one of those type of dudes because he came from Alabama, but he was the second, third string backup defensive tackle. You got the second string offensive guard from somewhere else. And you know what I mean? You done got all these players on this team in this melting pot of Colorado. But you know what I mean? But, and there is a but, because the but is y'all head coach. Coach Prime came out and said, did he not say this? Now, correct me when I'm wrong, people, in the comments. Now, Coach Prime did come out and he did say that, well, we need money. And these kids getting the money is just, that needs to stop. And I know he was talking about freshmen, correct? He was talking about the freshmen coming in. But they can't compete with the other schools, right? But he got all those rapper friends, all the rappers and all the alumni that talked about Shedeur getting this jersey retired. Where's all these alums? Where's the rappers? Where's everybody? Where's all that money that he brought to the Colorado area? Period. He brought $18 to $20 million to all y'all little revenue hospital, you know, hotels, the the restaurants in the area, the school. So where's all that money, all that revenue that he brought in there? That's what you know what I mean? But that's not even football. So let's try to keep it to sports. First of all, Truckee, let's keep it to sports. If your coach is coming out saying that and telling y'all that before the season, read between the lines. And it sounded like, and I gotta watch it, but from what it was told to me, he seemed like he didn't even care when he was up there talking about the shit. Like he didn't even care. You know what I mean? And then, quote me if I'm wrong, because the Athletic was there. The Athletic magazine was there. And a lot of y'all like the Athletic just recently because they came out with a good positive one. But he got up there and said, y'all be on some bull junk sometimes. So pick a side. Pick a side on what y'all want to talk about. See, the Athletic talked good about Shedeur, and now the Athletic is it's a good source magazine. It's the greatest source ever. But then when the Athletic don't quite match what y'all want it to match, it's not the best. It's like so. But that's on y'all. But we can have a conversation about it all because I'm here today. I'm here to talk about it. I'm here to talk about it. I really want to get this conversation started because this, you know, maybe I'm tripping. Maybe I'm bugging. Maybe you can make me see things from a different perspective on this whole situation. But the season's in trouble. Let's just call it what it is. Y'all season is in trouble, Colorado. And they're in trouble. The real notice. There's guys out there who's quoting y'all, who's picking y'all seasons that don't really want to tell y'all. They're going to give y'all 7 games because they out here in the public talking. But me, Trucking, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But I don't even think y'all going to get 7. Shit, I'm not even going to front. I'm not going to front. I'm going to keep it a buck. I don't even think y'all probably going to get 5. If y'all get a bowl game, if Colorado gets a bowl game this year, I think that's a huge accomplishment for Coach Prime. I will say that. And I don't care. I will say that if Coach Prime has that team, if those coaches on that coaching staff get Colorado to win 6 games this season, 2024, 2025, 2026 season, I think it's a huge accomplishment. And I will say that. And I'll stand on that. And 6 games, I'll be like, all right, that's good. With the team that he has, with the chemistry they have, the way that the Big 12 is built. So, and that's another where Colorado just got better. But Arizona's Kenny Dillingham wasn't cooking with Arizona State. You think they're going to fall way off the reservoir? They lost Scottaboo. They did lose Scottaboo. But they got another running back. And they got a bunch of guys reloading. That's ready for war. That's played it with each other. BYU, they down Jake Retzlaff, but they got everything else coming back. They still got that monster LJ Martin running the rock. Like, what was we going to talk about it or not? My DP came up. That's what's up. What up, DP?
What it do, my brother? What it do, my brother? I got my camera off because, you know, I'm indulging right now.
Oh, yeah, you cool, man. You cool. Shit, man. I appreciate you coming up, having a conversation. So what's up, man? Am I bugging on this or what, DP?
I wouldn't necessarily say you bugging. I say it's a fair assumption. But what I will say, it's really more so, it ain't really Colorado. It's just the Big 12, man. It's unpredictable, dog. All the teams is damn near compatible. Like, it ain't nobody really got the upper hand on each other in that conference. So with all the transfers that Colorado did get, maybe they can compete. You feel me? You never know because the conference it's anybody conference at this point. Texas, Oklahoma gone. Ain't no big standout brand out there right now.
Right. So Colorado is once again, it's another one of these years where it's like, Did they get? Are they about to run it back, or are they starting all over again? Because it's just like, what are they going to do? Is that what it is? It's just question marks for Colorado. It's like you don't know what Colorado is going to do. They got good players in good positions, but we don't know what they're going to do because either they don't have the stats, or we just don't know what they're going to do at Colorado. What's up? Is that how it kind of is with Colorado right now? You'll say, or what? I mean.
Dude, honestly, like, they schedule so wide open this year because they we don't know what Coach Prime gonna do without coaching Shador as his quarterback. He hasn't had Shador. He has had Shador his whole coaching career, as we know him as a college football coach from HBC to D1 football. So we got to see how he gonna look with a whole new quarterback, running the ship. And then we got to see what quarterback we're gonna bring out there. Like you said, is it gonna be the freshman or is it gonna be Sota?
See, and when you got two quarterbacks, you ain't got no quarterback, and that's where I'm at with this DP. Like, and then like the way that was told to me is like, and I know I've been literally looking at Prime, researching him, studying him for the past 3-4 seasons, and when you look at the way this has gone and this is going, it's like, man, I think he's trying to save face, but some people say he just ain't in love. He ain't in love with the game no more. I wish more people would have came up, but maybe they'll fall in. Maybe, what I'm saying, maybe they got them the notifications later, whatever. But I just feel like I feel like they went in 4. I got 4 games for sure that I know Colorado can win. The other 2, I don't know where they're going to come from. And I'm there with you because I don't know. I don't know where the other 2 wins is going to come from. I'll give you the 4 right now. I got Delaware, Wyoming, Houston, and Arizona. I got them winning those 4 games on their roster. Other than that, like, I don't think that Colorado's ready to compete with those other teams.
You able to pull the schedule up?
Yes, absolutely. I'll get the schedule. Give me a second here. Yeah, because I don't think they're going to be able to compete with those other teams. It's crazy to me. I'm like, damn, and I mean, that's just 4 games. I'm not saying they're going to win only 4, but let me see. FBS schedules. Let me see. I gotta my fault. Yeah, so that's my fault. I'm a little slow on this sometimes. I gotta understand that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not the most savvy guy on this thing. Oh my God, what just happened? See, FBS. Okay, FBS schedules. Okay, FBS team schedules. All right, I got them pulled up now. So we looking at Colorado, right? Colorado in the Big 12. All right, I gotta share the link too. Let me make sure I'm sharing the link so everybody can see it out there that may be watching or may not be watching. See, they mad now. People mad. They like, oh, Truckin talking. He talking some shit that I don't want to hear. I don't want to hear him talking like this about Colorado. He wrong. And you know what? That's cool. I could be wrong. But you know what? If I'm right, I'm pulling this up and I'm gonna throw it in there. I can't wait to say. I can't wait for, you know what I'm saying? And it don't even be Prime. I just be sounding like a Prime hater. Be a lot of the super fans out there and a lot of the people that watch these games and study the games and know better, man, and know better, bro.
What's crazy is there's a lot of people stuck on Shador and what he doing in OTAs. We ain't even talking about football for real. We talking about practice, man.
Practice. What he doing in practice, right?
Okay, the first game is a good chance that's gonna be a loss. So I ain't gonna even cap to you.
That's a loss. Period.
Yeah, first game a loss.
See that first game to me, I ain't gonna lie. And look, I'm fair with my takes and what I got to say. The first game to me, depending on how well Colorado plays Georgia Tech, is going to be the barometer for the season to me, right? How many points are y'all going to get, or is Georgia Tech just going to push our defensive line back, open up holes? Hayes King, throw for 300, have 100 yards on the ground, the running back going, going crazy, 4 touchdowns on the ground. Is it going to be that kind of game? Because I tell you, I mean, that's kind of the barometer for me. But the second game, to me, that's a win. That's a win for Colorado. They got to win that game, period, point blank. Colorado cannot afford to lose that game. You agree?
I definitely agree. And they also got to prove that they can stop the run, man, because Georgia Tech, they going to run that rock, dog. You already know that.
Right. So all right. So that's it. So that right there. What's good, JB? Come up, JB. Everybody else need to jump up in here too. They told me they wanted to go live, and then now all of a sudden, then nobody want to jump up in here. So it's all good, but we gonna rock out. They come when they come, and I ain't worried about it anyway. I wanted to have a conversation. They can't say I didn't do it, and I ain't been live in like 2 weeks. So, That shit almost a month. Houston at Houston. Willie Fritz, he done reloaded that team again. That's a dub to me. That's a win for Colorado.
I can see a win and I can see a loss because Houston one of them teams. They be, they have their years where they get off, and then they have their years where they be down. But they in the Big 12 now, they in a bigger conference. I don't know how they looked last year, they record or whatnot. But
yeah, they was sorry. They wasn't good last year. They wasn't good. He reloaded. He started off with that team last year. I think they barely won 4 games last year, if that. Right offhand, I know they didn't get 5 for sure. They was close. They was. I didn't think he needed to reload, but he gutted the team again this year. So
what I'm looking at so far, though, they could be 3-1. They could beat Wyoming, but I know Wyoming, they play tough football. You can see the name, you see Wyoming, you think, oh yeah, we just gonna run over them.
No,
but them boys play tough football out there in Wyoming. I will say that too.
Well, a very well disciplined, well coached football program up there in Wyoming. It's a very sound program, and they got it in. That game right there is going to test them in penalties, but I also got that a dub. I got that a dub right there. I got that as a dub. So for right now for me, Colorado's sitting at 3-1 right now. Well, according to me, according to you, you think that the Houston game 50-50, and that's where I was at with the Houston game too. To be honest, but I'm gonna just go ahead and give Colorado that one. BYU, the Cougars, that's a loss to me. That's another loss.
You feel like it's a loss?
Yeah, I feel like BYU going to run. I feel like that's a loss, even with Jake Ratcliffe gone.
That's why I'm gonna say it's a toss up because they don't lost their quarterback, and it shows at this point of the year. Also, like
I don't even know how long they got him out for. I heard the rumors. How long did they got him out for? DP,
I think he got to leave the school because he broke one of the rules.
Oh,
you can't get no poontang pie when playing for BYU. Yeah, you get some of that poontang pie, they gonna cancel you out of there, man. And that's the hard thing to do as a young man. That might hurt him in recruiting in the future. You feel me? Because you got to be real disciplined. But one thing I will say, the guys they do get gonna be football players.
Wow, that's crazy. All right, so you got them at what? So you might give them BYU game. All right, so
it's toss up still.
Sonny Dykes, TCU.
TCU. I gotta go with TCU.
Me too. That's what I'm saying.
So now we got them at what? 3-3.
That's where you got them at. I got them at 2-4. No, 3. Yeah, 3. Yeah, 3-3. Yeah, 3-3. I got them at 3-3. Yep, 3-3. That's where I got them at right now, sitting at 3-3. Okay, going into the 11th, playing Iowa State. They got Iowa State at home up at Folsom Field. I think that's a loss. At home. Iowa State is a very well coached program, and they got Rocco Beck coming back. They got their quarterback coming back. Rocco Beck played very well against Colorado last year. I know that they're missing. I think they're down 2 receivers, really good receivers. And was it Higgins and I can't remember the other guy's name, but they both went on to the NFL. They're down 2 really good receivers. But I believe, if I'm not mistaken, their middle linebacker, he had to step up. He had to play early. He was young. See, a lot of people forgetting that. And he led that defense. He didn't lead the defense, but he was a leader, impact player on that defense. He was younger. He's older now. He stepped up into a leader role on that defense. That's another well-coached program. And people sleep on the Cyclones. They always play Iowa really good, man. They always give Iowa a good run in the Big Ten. And that's the rivalry game. So I don't see this Colorado team beating them now. And now we can say that Colorado's roughly in the groove. So right now I got them at what are they sitting at right now? 3-4 and 3-5. Which one is it?
3-4. I got them losing that game also. I don't see them beating Iowa State right now.
Okay, so yeah, we got them sitting at 3-4. Okay, now that off week. Now I will say this is where the team chemistry starts to kick in with Colorado, right? This is where the team chemistry kicks in this bye week. It's been a little rough. They sitting at 3-4. They going to the bye week. They're playing for a bowl game right now, and in my mind, you know, the way I'm looking at this, they plan just to get into a bowl game. They go to Utah to play Utah. Utah is the program, and they got a young guy by the name of Devin Dampier, who came from New Mexico, was the heart and soul of that team. They had no defense, but you couldn't stop them from scoring. Quarterback ran for over 1,000 yards. That's what they're used to. People was looking for Cam Rising to have that kind of year at Utah, but we know for sure Devin Dampier is going to have that kind of year. And I think they get a, who did they get? They got another running back, I believe they loaded up with. They got their squad up. I know Utah's ready. And we may not know because of last season, the way it went in the Big 12, but they at Utah, and I think that's another drop. I think that's another L for Colorado. Right now, I got them at 3-6 coming off the bye week. What you think?
Yeah, I got Utah a surprise. You know, last year they had a down year because, you know, they were expecting Cam Rising to be out there as they started, but, you know, unfortunately he got hurt.
Mm-hmm.
But I think this is going to be a bounce back year, and they're going to set the tone and let the Big 12 know they are here to play some college football this season. So, yeah, I also got Colorado losing against Utah. So, what do that be, 3-5 right now?
3-5, 3-6. Let me make sure. I'll run back through it. So, Georgia's a L. Win. L. Yeah, 3-4. 3-4 going into 3-4 or 3-4 going into Arizona. That's a win for me. I think Colorado beats them, even with the veteran quarterback and Noah Fafita being down there. I just don't know of Arizona. I just don't, you know what I mean? I thought Arizona was going to be good last year, and I had Fafita high. He had arguably he had one of the best receivers in the country on his team last year, and they still couldn't get over the hump. You know what I mean? Their defense was okay. You know what I mean? Obviously they needed some pieces last year, but I got Colorado beating Arizona nonetheless. I think Colorado beats them at Folsom Field. So I think what they're sitting at 4-4 in my eyes. Where you got them at, DP?
Yeah, I agree. I got them beating Arizona also. Arizona left a lot to be desired last year. And Fafita, he really didn't come through for them in times when they needed him to come through. Now, when they had T-Mac out there, you know, T-Mac was balling. But besides T-Mac,
yeah,
Fafita, he left a lot to be desired out there on that field. So, you know, Arizona, they got to bounce back again if they want people to respect them.
That's a fact. That is a fact. And I yeah, DP, good take. So now we got them at 4-4. They're sitting at 4-4. They about to go up to West Virginia. They got the old head coach back. They back to the old school for West Virginia Mountaineer football. I'm from Pittsburgh, so the backyard brawl, West Virginia. I know a lot about that team. I don't think Colorado about to go up in West Virginia and beat them. I don't think that's going to happen. I just don't think that's going to happen. That's going to be a very physical game. At this point, even with them having chemistry. Now, I don't think that West Virginia is going to blow Colorado out. No, I don't. But I do think that West Virginia gets that win at home. That atmosphere is different up there in West Virginia. They don't play it. The Mountaineers play different, especially at home. That's just what I think. I think that's another loss for Colorado.
Do they still have, I think, the running back last name Singletary?
Nah, that's Singletary. That's Penn State. Ott, right? Ott left. I can't remember where Ott went.
Ott was on Cal. Ott went to an SEC school. I think he went to Oklahoma.
They lose. They did lose their running back.
I know last year West Virginia had a running back. He from South Florida. I want to say he's number 12 or something like that. And that young man is a baller.
So, ain't he?
Yeah, so they got to stop him. So, yeah, I can see that being the L too. So that would be, 4-5 right now?
I think, yeah. Yeah. 4-5.
And I'm not liking the last two teams.
Me neither. Me neither, DP. That's what I'm saying. Like, so all I'm saying is those last two games right there, you know what I mean? Oh, my goodness, bro. Oh, my goodness. They got Kenny Dillingham, and then they got Kenny Dillingham Sun Devils. They got the good thing they playing them at Folsom and Colorado, but I still don't think that that's going to be a good game. And it's at the end of towards the end of the season, so Arizona's going to be probably in a whole different playoff mode. By this time, you may see the freshman quarterback starting, getting his reps in. You know what I mean? He may be starting, getting his reps in for Colorado at this point. Seeing what they could reload with next year. The season could possibly be over by this point. And I just don't see them, and I definitely don't see them beating Kansas State. I think I'm gonna go off and I'm gonna say this, DP, and I'm gonna let you finish, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think Dylan Edwards is going to be one of the best running backs in the Big 12 this year.
That's possible, but I don't, Big 12, they be having them backs for you.
They do.
Yeah, got
They do.
Did Devin Neal go to the NFL last year, or did he stay?
I think somebody did. Somebody picked up Devin Neal. I think somebody picked him up. I can't remember who it was. Could look at the list. I go through so many videos, but I know Devin Neal. He got picked up though. Yeah.
But Arizona State though, I know they bringing back a lot of their starters on defense from last year. I know they're bringing back their quarterback Levitt. I think they bringing back a wide receiver or two also. The only thing they missing is Cam Scoutable. So with that being said, yeah, I think that might be a little bit too much for Colorado. But we never know what Colorado got. We still got some on the field. But as from what we know, I feel like Arizona State gonna beat them. And then Kansas State, they are known to win 9 to 10 games each year. And then you got Avery Johnson coming back. He's ready to take over the ship again. And they more than likely going to be in the Big 12 championship, Kansas State. Now, the team that's going to be waiting there for them, I'm not sure.
Right.
There's an interesting story going on in Orlando, UCF. You got old Scott Frost back there.
Okay, yep.
So we'll see what UCF got going on also this season. See if they can make a little bounce back and make a run.
Right. They should. They got their coaches, you know what I mean? They definitely got their coaches. Who took over offensive coordinator up at UCF?
I don't know, but I think
Florida State's
Scott Frost might call his own plays, maybe, but I'm not sure. So don't quote me, on it.
All right, because I know somebody else just went down there too at UCF. I want to say it was Florida State.
I know Milton is quarterback coach.
UCF's coach went to Florida, right? That's what happened. Florida State. All right, so, but yeah, man, like I don't like the way that it's looking for Colorado. So that's what going into my point where I was talking about earlier, DP. I think this whole ploy of talking about the recruits and coming out and complaining about the recruits now, and they could say it sound hypocritical. I'm not, I can get where people's going with that, where a lot of people's going in with that in the headlines. They're saying he's hypocritical and they jumping on him about all that. I just think that it was just a cry out to tell Colorado, like, look, if we don't get no money to start recruiting these big players or getting at least some of these players in here to attract other players to come, we're going to have a season like we're about to have this year in the Big 12. Because Texas Tech just did something. They just played a player $5 million. I heard that's all in the headlines everywhere through college football. They just paid the guy $5 million to come there. So Texas Tech, they building up, that Texas oil money.
What's crazy about that? That's a 2027 high school recruit. So he got a whole nother year in high school paid. Crazy.
And God,
Tech been spending that money this year, man.
Dog came up in here. Let me see if I can get him up on the panel. I'm trying to get you up in here. All right, Law Dog.
Yeah.
What up,
What it do, Law Dog?
What do it do, man?
What's up? I don't think it's looking good for your Colorado boys, Law Dog. I don't think it's looking good.
As far as what though?
As far as the season. I think Coach Prime went out there bugging, talking about what he talking about. I think it was a ploy to save face. I don't want to get into everything he said or whatever else. I just think he was trying to save face. That's what I'm standing on. He was trying to save face with the whole thing and just trying to, let everybody know that it's not about to be the season that everybody thinks it's about to be for Colorado. I got Colorado at 4 guaranteed games right now. I think, and I think if they win 6 games, my hat's off to Dion. I think that's a phenomenal season for Colorado with this team, the way that it's put together, the way that these guys' chemistry, camaraderie, all that. You will put all that in play with a new team and new guys coming from everywhere, melting pot. 6-6 is a good season for this team, a Colorado team. That's what I got. Studio One, what's up, bro? The link's at the top. Scroll up in the comments. It ain't that many.
I got 4-8, Chuck. At this point, looking at the schedule, but
Now,
you
what
I
you
never know.
I
saying,
don't,
DP?
I don't really see that. I'm kind of my baseline is kind of 6-6, and the reason I say that because like I said, my whole thing is I don't know what the Pat fuck. But Pat Sherman got me confused, bro. You feel me? I don't really know what he is as a play caller, bro, and I kind of rely heavily on that to kind of make my picks and predictions. You know what
Yeah,
I mean? And so I do like the pieces they have put together. Like I said, I'm a big fan of what they did on the O line, bro. So me being a former O lineman, bro, I feel like when you got the right type of group and collective that's you know what I mean that's with the shit up there on the O line, then shit it don't do nothing but make your D line better. And then once you get in that game, trench warfare is where it's at. I
right.
don't think they the finesse team like they was with Travis and the Showtime Lakers. You know what I mean? Like I no longer think it's that. You feel me? I think it's an overall better route, better build, better brand. But then again, nigga Prime go to the Big 12 Media Day and start talking that monkey shit. So that's like I be like I be like you know what I mean? I be trying to be for these niggas, bro, because it's like I be watching niggas hate, bro, and I can't I can't conduct myself like, bro, with niggas just blatantly hating, bro. You feel me?
Drop the link, DP. Drop the link for Studio, DP.
That should
Yeah,
be making me twitch and
I'm on
glitch,
my
bro.
phone.
You
All
feel
right.
me? So it's like I mean he should be able to just scroll up and hit it. That's what I did.
I mean, I don't see that's where we get confused. That's where people get confused. I don't know if I'm sounding like a hater, law dog.
I don't think I'm not speaking to you. I'm just speaking
Oh,
to the overall, bro. Like when you like okay, you 4-8 could very be possible. I don't
Yeah,
think you
6-6 is possible too, bro. Just for a simple fact, because of the
yeah.
Big 12, it's so unpredictable. So
Or they
I ain't saying
or
you
they could win the bitch. Cause look, the Big 12, like you think
unpredictable.
about last year, Arizona State was picked last, bro. BYU was
Mm-hmm.
picked last. Them bitches play, you know what I mean?
right.
And Arizona State went all the way to the playoffs, my nigga. So it's just like, but like I say, Prime, he make me uneasy, bro, trying to back him. And it's not like I'm treating him any other way, cause Cristobal do the same stupid shit. You feel me? From you know what I mean, Miami.
Yeah,
This bitch
you do some cat
had a
stuff
fucking
sometimes.
game won, and we fumbled the fucking ball. Like it be stupid shit. You feel me? And I'm just willing to call him out. Where I'm like, man, that was stupid, nigga. What the fuck was you thinking? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm unforgiving, bro, when it comes down to these wins and losses, bro. When you do stupid shit, you feel me? But like I said, when these niggas get to hating from now on, and I says hate Chubby, I'm spanking shit, Chubby.
All right.
Anything I
That's what I
deem as
want you to
hate,
do.
I'm on it. I ain't gonna let
That's
niggas
what
do
I
no
want you to
hating.
do. That's what I wanted to come up here. I wanted to have this conversation about about what's going on. But I think he's trying to save face. There's some other people that may not be up here right now, but they told me to go live. Chubby, go live. I ain't went live in almost a month. They like, go live, Chubbs. You know what I'm saying? I want to talk about this. And I'm like, all right. So that's pretty much what happened. But what's up, Studio? What up? You up in here, Studio? Can you hear us?
Mic off.
His mic off. Your mic on mute, Studio. I don't know if you can
What's
hear us.
up, fam? What's up, peeps?
What's
What
up?
it do? What it
With it,
do?
man.
Dude,
DP,
Man.
Law Dog, Truck and Chub.
what
What
up?
it do?
Y'all ready? We got 2 weeks for that camp.
I'm
Yeah,
telling you, it's on now, bro.
it's
I'm feeling
popping.
it, bro. And hey, bro, not the you know what I realized though, bro. I can tell y'all something. Like, I think my body like indoctrinated into like it's camp time, nigga. So that beast be coming out, but I be looking for that. I be wanting to spar. I'm like a goddamn uh like a ram. You know how they be headbutting and shit, bro. I be wanting to run and touch some shit, bro. For real, bro. Like I be thinking that be having me, cause I be asking myself, like, bro, what's wrong with you, bro? Like, why you be looking for conflict? Like, you know what I mean? But I think that's just my competitive. That's how I played the game. Like, I'm like, nigga, when I played, bro, we was into it, bro. You hear me? It wasn't like we was just playing. Nah, nigga, like, you did something to me. You feel me? I feel like, nah, Chubby, you got me fucked up, bro. You hear me? You coming down in here, you playing for Mississippi State is a problem to me, nigga. You hear me?
Yeah, I hear
So,
that, but
like,
they see everybody ain't built like that though. What's up? Everybody
That
ain't
part
built
of
like
football
that.
gone now, though, bro.
yeah, I know. But
Yeah,
them niggas, but man, listen, bro, I would have made a lot of fuck. They would have paid me a lot, bro.
that's,
Mm.
yeah,
I would have been
I'm
rich.
sure
I
they
would have been
probably
rich
would have.
already, bro. I would have been one of them. I would
So
have
you
been
got them at 6-6. Me
250.
and DP got them at 4-8, possible 6-6.
Yeah.
Where you got them at, studio? And where's your input on this, studio?
I got in late. Can you just skim through the schedule for me real quick?
I got you.
Because I'll be just talking off the top of my head.
All right, so we at the beginning right now. They
Oh,
start off
Georgia.
with Georgia Tech.
Ooh, Colorado.
Yeah, we talking
What?
about
You got
Colorado.
Colorado beating Georgia Tech?
No. I was shocked that they playing Colorado first.
Oh, okay.
Colorado in trouble.
Hey, Brett Key trying to get that on them views, man. You already know Brian gonna bring the city out.
Ooh. On one.
Then they got Delaware at Folsom Field.
They'll win that. They 1-1.
Then they go see Willie Fritz and the Cougars at Houston.
That's a tricky one. Because sometimes Houston have a stick. Sometimes they be kind of, 7-6, 8-4. So
That same thing I told the studio.
I'm going to give them two. I don't know. Well, let me ask you a question first, Charles, because you got to give me a little bit of insight. I want to make an accurate thing. How you feel that QB now?
For Colorado?
Yeah.
I feel like there ain't no QB until we know who the QB is.
Oh, snap. So it ain't nobody that y'all was like, all right, we got this little crew. He was this guy, and we believe in him. None of that.
We hung up? How's you hung up between a 17-year-old reclassed quarterback, Juju Lewis, saying that he's keeping up with your guy, Caden Salter, who was just the year before last supposed to be one of a Heisman finalist quarterback in college football. And when you saying Juju Lewis is keeping up with him in camp up to this point where you can't make a assumption who's QB1 on the depth chart, that should be a hands down no-brainer. It should be Caden Salter. He's a senior. But if you got a sophomore keeping up with him and you don't know, that's not I don't know how that's a good look to everybody else. That's kind of like,
Hey, Chubby, can I ask you something though? I just
yeah,
want you to
what's up?
Think logically with me, right? That nigga Prime just be talking, bro. That nigga don't mean what he say. Don't get caught up into that, Chubby. That's the macking. That's just for Juju, nigga. You know what I mean? Look, stay in pocket.
Yeah.
Not get in that portal, man. You know, come on, bro. You know that, Chubby.
All right, so what I'm saying, but that's just what I'm saying though. That's what I'm saying, Law. That's what I'm saying. But if you want to put that out to the public, so or whatever else, so that's what I'm speaking off of. But okay, so if I have to say something at quarterback, Caden Salter, I still don't think that Caden Salter could beat a lot of these teams. Now, that's if Caden Salter is going to be the guy, then I'm looking at it. I feel better with saying 6-6.
In the Big 12.
Let me ask you a question.
Okay, let me ask you this: what guy in the Big 12 is far and superior that you look at and say that's the guy?
As far as who?
When you look at this roster, this schedule right here, pick which quarterback you think is a monster. There's
a few quarterbacks who's a monster. Now, you want to say which one that they're playing against? Sam Levitt. He's good. Sam Levitt's good.
Okay, that's okay. Who else?
Avery Johnson. He's going to come back on the vintage. He's going to get better.
Okay, that's
he's going to develop his game. Then you got you say what you want about Sonny Dykes down there with Josh Hoover, but people sleeping on that dude, man. People sleeping on him. He's for 3,700.
Now, Sam Levitt, I give bona fide stud, for what he did last year. I'm gonna hold back on that Avery Johnson shit. The boy got game, but I mean it's Kansas State. He's just a product of the system.
Okay.
BYU got a guy. I don't know. He still, he be.
Nah, Jake Retzlaff, I think he out. He didn't got the.
They say he
You usually always have him a little slinger now.
Yeah, they don't. They said he don't, but I feel like he comparable to most guys that he's finna play on this schedule. Like I don't see it. Like the boy put up major numbers just 2 years ago. He was just.
That's what I'm saying. I'm not knocking it. I'm not knocking it and saying that the dude. My thing is, Law, is when you got guys who this is what it is. We have seen this play out in college football for the past couple of seasons if we've been paying attention. The teams who have been together and just plug and play in the portals are the teams who are usually good and built. They just plug in. Colorado built a team out of the portal, the same as Houston did. Willie Fritz did. That matters. I don't care if you got so many different dogs, bro. That matters, bro. It's going to take time for those guys to develop that chemistry, bro.
But Colorado was one of the teams that didn't really hit the portal as hard this year, though.
But they rebuilt their whole offensive line out of the portal damn year. Besides Seton, who's returning on their offensive line?
That's the name of the game. Don't the NFL recreate? Don't the NFL recreate that shit?
Argue about Colorado now.
I mean,
I ain't really necessarily arguing. I'm just talking to the point.
No, I'm just saying. I know it's a friendly debate. I ain't saying it like that.
I ain't saying it like that either. I'm just saying the points he making is just like, but everybody doing it. I can see if it was like,
who's
Bama playing in the portal, Georgia playing in the portal.
Yeah, but they're plugging out the portal though. They're plugging guys out.
We talking about the 6-6 team though. Chuck. We ain't talking about a big dog.
Texas Tech dominated in the portal this year.
Let me ask you a question, Chuck.
Texas Tech dominated in the portal this year. They had the number 1 portal class.
Okay, so that's and that may affect Texas Tech record too. I didn't see Texas Tech schedule. I went through the whole schedule, but I went through them way earlier in the season, and the teams has changed now. So I went through that, but I think that'll affect Texas Tech too. When you get in 9-10 guys out of the portal, that affects your squad, dog. That affects your squad.
But
it depends on. Go ahead, Lotto.
Can y'all give me a team that made the playoffs last year that went heavy in the portal? That had over 8 guys made the playoffs.
I think that went. You said that went heavy in the portal.
Heavy in the portal. That had eight or more guys out of the portal that made the playoffs last year.
I had to see all the teams. Was Ole Miss in the what's the name last year? No.
Nope.
Was that right?
Nope. And they had a hell of a team. They just barely made it though. But they had a hell of a roster though.
But see, this is my thing though. I feel like that you kind of reaching with that because it's like
I don't feel like that's reaching. I feel like
let
that's
me tell you
formula.
why though. I feel like you're reaching because you said your expectations is a ceiling 6-6, floor 4-8. So it's like.
No, I don't do the ceiling and floor thing because that's.
I mean, that's what you just said. You just said
that's kind of what you said, but
yeah. All right, well, we'll say that.
You disagree with that? That sounds like a good assessment.
Who, me?
Yeah, that 4-8, 6-6 sound like a good evaluation.
I think they can be better. I'm at the floor on 6-6, but like I said,
they built better.
Yeah, they built the trenches up, bro.
No, one thing I want to tell about the transfer for the two dogs.
Get back to this. What's the quarterback name? Salter. You say he was a Heisman finalist. Where did he do that at?
He did it at Liberty.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, Liberty. Yeah. So I mean that's good enough. If they built the trenches, that's all I need to know. Can I finish my prediction? I'm gonna make it 30.
Yeah, do your thing.
All right, Houston. I'm gonna give them that victory. Caden Salter, Liberty, 2-1. Let's go. Wyoming, 3-1. Let's go. I think BYU gonna gut them. I think BYU to build two.
BYU quarterback gone though, so you never know.
They always got them a quarterback, bro. I ain't even worried about them. 3-2. TCU at TCU. 3-3. Let's go. Iowa State. Man, Iowa State kind of tough, man. I see a 3-4. Arizona.
Yeah, Utah.
Utah.
Oh, Utah. At Utah. Do they got that boy back?
They got Dan Pierre.
They got a new quarterback.
They got a new quarterback, Devin Dan Pierre.
I think they can win that one.
Okay.
Utah falling. I'm gonna give them 3, 4, and 4.
Mm-hmm.
Arizona at Boulder. I think they fell off a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
5-4.
Okay.
Man, West Virginia I think West Virginia probably a little bit more of an upper program. And even though they've been kind of mediocre, they go to West Virginia, that Mountain Man 5-5. Arizona State. Now that's gonna be interesting. Because is they gonna be the same Arizona State?
I'm gonna give you a little info about Arizona State Studio One. They bringing back most of their defense from last year, and they bringing back their starting quarterback.
Ooh. I got them at 5-7, man.
All right, fair enough. But so and I got them at 4-8. You know what I'm saying, Studio. But I'm like, there's 2 more wins somewhere. I think they can get. You know what I'm saying?
Or 2 more losses that can trip up on and make them 3 and something.
It's just because the conference so tricky, dog.
Yeah, but I think there's 2 more, and if like I do, and the 2 iffy games that I think they could get that could possibly make them 6-6 is Utah and BYU because Jake Ratcliffe not being there. But
I think they could get BYU.
Until I want to say something about your take on recruiting, man.
Go ahead, bro.
One thing about recruiting, it all depends on how you recruit. If you just recruiting guys because they was a 5-star and a 4-star because they was that in high school and they ain't do no production in college, then you playing a risky game. But if you're recruiting guys that got proven production playing college football, then they more so, fill-in players. You just, putting players in that can do the job, that you don't see him do the job, that you don't see him play at a high level before. You ain't just putting anybody out there. And it was a couple of teams that you got people out of the portal that was in the playoffs, but they, like you said, they wasn't heavy out of the portal.
Right.
They usually focused on their high school recruiting, the players that they built and developed. They sprinkled in what they needed from the transfer portal. That's really what you got to do. You can't depend on recruiting out the transfer portal with your offensive line and defensive line. You can't depend on that because then you're gonna put yourself in the hole. You feel me? You gotta recruit out of high school when it comes to these trenches. But as far as skilled players, you might dibble and dabble in and out the portal with the skilled players. But in them trenches, you gotta build your foundation out of high school.
And that's all I was. I think we saying pretty much the same thing. But we're using different words when we saying it. You know what I mean? When I say plug and play, that's exactly what I meant. They sprinkled their guys into the portal. You know what I mean? And they sprinkled. They got a couple guys here. They got a safety here, corner here, linebacker or edge rusher, one offensive lineman. They didn't go get a whole new offensive line out of the portal.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that matters, yo. That matters, and that is the formula for college football. That matters. Like I don't care if you got for all 4 and 5 star guys, your whole new trenches, 4 and 5 star guys out of the portal, and they playing right now. But you got a team of playing against another team that in the trenches. They got all 3-star guys, but they've been playing with each other since their true freshman year, and they're seniors now. And that team is going to be tough as hell in the trenches.
I disagree with that. I disagree with that. I just feel like I think it's all about the coaching, bro. I feel like if you have a center that can get the ball back there, identify fronts, and you have tackles that can hold their own, you can have 2 mediocre guards, bro. Because most times guards get help. You know what I mean? For the most part.
You can hide a guard. You can hide a guard's play.
So I just feel like you got Jordan Seaton. You got a dude out of Tennessee that transferred in from Tennessee. I expect to be the right tackle. Then you got the Memphis guy. There was an all-conference guy that supposed to play left guard. Left guard. The right guard was already playing decent. And then I think they got a center that was supposed to be a guy already. They already had locked down the center position with a guy from like ULM or something. Would that been the case? Then they brought in like a white guy out of Northwestern. So man, like I say, they got some pieces, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
that's the thing. They got guys that have played in college football already.
right.
They
They
didn't
ain't
get
got
these
no regular
guys that
guys they used to
left because
get.
they weren't getting no burn.
Yeah,
Right.
They
it's
guys that
different. It's different this
proven out
time.
there.
Yeah, it's different this time. You know what I mean? So
I feel that. I just think it's gonna take them some time to get rolling. I think that them trenches to get rolling by the BYU game. That's just me though. That's just me. That's just how I feel. Now
I mean,
you
Georgia Tech
that's
gonna
why
tell it
we have
all,
that
bro.
conversation because I think that matters, bro. I don't think
Georgia Tech gonna tell it all. We gonna know right out the gate what's going on.
That for real, for real, for real.
yeah,
Cause
that's the barometer.
last year I won some money. Game 1, I had read some articles before the game when they played Florida State and some FSU fans. I said, man, y'all ain't beat Georgia Tech in a minute. They beat y'all more the last few times. Y'all ain't won on game day. I broke a lot of little stats. Man, bet Miami and the Florida game, 50-50. So we had a 50 and 50 bet. A couple of dudes, they liked it. They like the FSU and they like the Florida. I like the Georgia Tech and I like the Miami. Man, Georgia Tech ran it down Florida State throat.
And they
Oh,
did.
yeah.
And they did that to Georgia. They did that to us. So I ain't gonna exclude.
And they bringing their running back and quarterback back.
You feel me? So boy, they gonna get tested. We gonna find out early. Right?
Early. That's that. I said that. I don't know if y'all was in earlier, but I definitely said that. Didn't I, DP?
Yeah, you're going to find out what that D-line made week 1 because Brett Key going to run that rock.
Mm-hmm. That's what I said. I said immediately you're going to find out right then and there if they're going to be. That's the barometer for the season for me. How they do versus Georgia Tech. I don't think they're going to beat Georgia Tech, but is it going to be close? What it's going to look like, what the game is going to look like, the makeup of the game. Is the defensive line going to be able to penetrate that offensive line of Georgia Tech? Is the offensive line going to be able to push back the defensive line of Georgia Tech? How, because we know it's going to be a physical game because that's what they do, run the ball. So they definitely going to get tested in the trenches early. So that's how we're going to be able to see.
Law Dog, are you
Yep.
doing a 360?
As far
I
as what?
remember in the beginning, when this whole journey, we had to fight these Colorado fans and beat sense in them and let them know, man, y'all not gonna do all that right off the rip. Now you saying they gonna be kind of good in the trenches, and I see a lot of Colorado fans bailing. And now you on board. I'm kind of confused. I've been missing.
Cause I don't go with the trend, bro. I go with what I see.
I know.
No, yeah, I'm just answering your
Okay.
question, and just how you seen with Georgia Tech and Miami. I'm just going if I don't see the right shit, bro, I don't see the right shit. I feel like I see the right shit. You feel me? Just like I told them niggas in the beginning, I'm like, hell nah, ain't that. Ain't what y'all think it is. You know what I mean? So I just got to go with my eyes tell me, and I just trust that, bro. Cause I look at the film, bro. I was a big film guy in college, bro. You hear me? So I'm looking at it from the perspective of okay, they added these pieces, and I'm looking at it as if I was running the campaign. So let me tell you what I like most about Colorado right now. That I'm trying to give you some leeway. I believe even what Livingston do out there. You feel me? I feel like he got a grasp of what the type of players he got and putting them in a position where they can be successful. Now, I don't think like a player like DJ McKinney, that's the corner. They saying he all world. I don't think he all world. I think he a good player though because he got size, long frame. He gonna be able to get tested and make some plays, and he was tested and made some plays being opposite of Travis last year. So I don't think he first team All American or first team All Big 12, but I feel like he could be honorable mention, second team or something like that. And then that D line, they got some gangsters up there. You know what I mean? A few guys from Louisville, a few guys from Bama, a few guys. Arden Walker from played real well to me last year. The linebackers is a little suspect, a little so-so, but the secondary they picked up a lot of little pieces from big and small schools that I feel like a Carter Stoudemire, Tion Parks. I don't know all the guys, but some of the guys I came across, I'm like, I like that. That look good. That look like the type of nigga you should go after and you know what I mean, put on your roster. And like I say, I like what Livingston doing on that back end. Then you got Warren Sapp. He's still there coaching and getting them boys, you know what I mean, ready to go eat red meat and go get after it. They was pretty good as a D line last year as a group. I don't necessarily think it's a guy. Maybe Arden Walker might be a guy. You know what I mean? But the rest of them guys, I think they solid and they complement each other. Then when you get on the opposite
I
side of the
want to say
ball.
D. Lou had something to do with that too now.
No, I'm not saying he did it. I just mentioned Warren Sapp because he's still there. You feel me? All praise to my man Miami brother. You hear me?
Yes, sir.
We got that same shit going over. You know what I mean? Since he home now. The O line, they got 3 coaches. I think that's pretty good. I like the white guy because I think he's a fundamentalist. His background say he was there at Jackson State. His playing background say he went to JUCO, and then he went D1 ball. So I think he know what it is to be a grinder and not necessarily have the athletic ability to play the game, but he watched a lot and he been in the rooms. And I'm like, if you was down with Prime and from Jackson State, you kind of immersed in the culture of what Prime is as far as being black. See what I'm saying? If you look at all the pieces he went and got, that's gonna be a black O-line. That shit gonna be a little gangster. At least that's how I feel about it. And then you got the 2 coaches, Hagerman and whoever the other guy is, you know what I mean, putting that battery in them boys back. So I feel like you got the fundamentalist, you got the recruiter, and then you got the guy that's gonna get off in your shit. At least that's how I look at it. You see what I'm saying? And so my biggest question mark is the running back position. But I mean, Marshall Faulk, I'm sure, you know what I mean, he can spread some knowledge and put some, you know what I mean, put some sauce on the game, you feel me, as far as
Yeah, you got to be willing to run the ball when it comes to the running back.
Well, that's why I said Pat Shermer, my biggest question mark. And like I say, a guy like Caden Salter, he already did it before. Like I give credence to whatever level you balled at, bro, my nigga. If you was D2 nigga and you went first team All American, you a baller, nigga. You balled. You feel me? So him doing it at Liberty, I feel like he closed the gap on what he possibly might need to do to make this team compete. You see what I'm saying? And so then you got a bunch of receivers. You know, I'm a Marion Miller fan, so I go. He's still out there. You got the other Miller kid. He got the Debo Samuels. Then you got the Hakeem Williams from Florida State. I thought he was gonna be all world, but if he can figure it out with them boys, that shit'd be crazy. That's like,
I like him.
You know what I'm saying? Then you got the Sincere Brown kid. They say he 4'3", 4'4". They say he got the gas. Then you got
Hakeem Williams, you got to show me, man. He ain't
that's what I'm saying. He got to show me. But I feel like, man, he was at Florida State. They was down, bro. So it's, you know what I mean. I'm like,
DJ Cook,
he ain't lost that ability, bro. He got to still have that shit, bro. You hear me? And so they got like they just got a plethora of weapons, bro.
Can I add to that?
Go ahead, do your thing.
I'm believing you now. You get me a boy. I'm drinking the Colorado Kool-Aid for a minute now. Because guess what else I think that's going to add to that? No more that, what that is, what the media company they had going on.
Well off?
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure they'll have a little bit of, because it's Prime. But it's not going to be nowhere to the extent it was going on with Travis Hunter, Shedeur.
Yeah, that's shit.
It was just a straight drama show them 2 years. They can probably, half of that is going to be gone. Right. I can guarantee you, half of that is going to be gone, and they can concentrate and focus on football and not clickbait, as the Oregon coach said.
A lot of the problem is what else that team got to offer. But I like what you said, Law. Yeah, Law, you cooking. You made somebody buy into the Law, the Colorado Kool-Aid. You done got him drinking that. But man, I'm not sold on that, bruh. I'm not sold, Law. I'm not sold. I'm not, Law. And Law, and I feel you, bro, but I'm not sold on that, bro. I'm just not. I just don't think that it's going to gel. I think it's going to start looking like that later on in the season, bro. What you saying, I think is going to happen later on. It's going to take time to develop that. But I could be wrong.
But see, we're not too far off in our thinking. You see what I'm saying? Like I said, my biggest question mark is Pat Shermer, bro. I have no idea what he gonna do, because like if what he showed in the spring game, I'm like, I know it ain't that. I'm like, ain't no fucking way. You know what I mean? And so, like I said, my floor is a 6-6. Yo, quote unquote record prediction is a 4-8. So we kind of in the same ballpark. And then I say this, like, I ain't willing to bet on these niggas for real as far as It's going over 7. You hear me? Because it's just like I don't know. But after Georgia Tech, I feel like I have a prediction, bro.
Yeah, we'll know. We'll know for sure after that Georgia Tech game.
I got some pushback for you, Tub.
What's that?
I think you feeling less optimistic. And pardon me if I'm wrong, correct me if I'm wrong. But I'm noticing there's a exposure going on here. Like these people weren't really Colorado fans. They were really just Prime and his family fans. So they moved over, they transitioned to be Cleveland Brown fans, or wherever the family goes, they end up.
Okay.
And they're slowly transitioning away from Colorado. So I'm gonna be watching these sports shows and see how many Colorado coverage and see if some of the Colorado coverage is gone down and more Cleveland coverage has taken over. So are you not so optimistic about Colorado because Shadour's not leading them? And you think that's going to be the reason they don't have Travis Hunter? I mean, come on, man. You build trenches year by year.
Yeah. I feel where you coming from with that, but I don't. I'm not so. First, like the whole thing of this was the way that Coach Prime just came in with this last press conference, right? I just think it was a lot telling, but I'm not so just because of the team being so new and they got so many players out of the portal. That is not the way teams are built for success. That is not the way that college football is going, y'all. Like this team is built to, yes, they got a lot of good players and proven players that come in, and I'm just not sold because that is not the formula. That I've been paying attention. I've really been studying college football for the past 2 years, like literally learning the game, learning the positions, the formations, the way that these teams are built and the way that these coaches are, where these coaches are coming from, the coaching history, their styles, their everything for the past 2 years. And what I have gathered, I just do not believe this is going to be success right off the bat. I don't think that this is a 9-10 win team because there's too many portal players that have came together to build this team. There's like, they only got Jordan from that offense coming back. They only got Jordan Seaton and Dallin Hayden, I believe, coming back. And I'm missing another running back, right?
My main concern with Colorado this year, man, is are they going to be able to replace the production one player gave them on both sides of the ball? Are they going to be able to do that? Because Travis Hunter got them out of a lot of situations when it came to him playing wide receiver and defensive back. Do they have someone to replace that production? That is a big factor with this team this season.
Huge. That's huge. But I mean, do you push back on what I'm saying, Studio? The DP, anybody push back on what I'm saying?
Just a little bit. Little bit. This is why. Because we claiming the portal is not the formula. We're not really sure yet because it's a new concept and we're learning on the go.
Let me put some context on it before you go to the Studio. I don't mean to cut you, but getting as many guys as they got out of the portal is not the way to go. Let me put that because words matter out here.
I understand what you're saying. I'm gonna still give you that. I can tell you, even if they did the entire team as a portal, I don't know, because today's football, you don't need that much chemistry per se. I'm saying, for example, Cam Ward came in first year. Offense looked like the best ever, and the receivers never threw it down together.
One thing I say, Studio, it was a coach already established.
That's all right. Okay, what about the Indiana coach?
Well, he brought his whole team. He brought his whole team from James Madison. The boy was winning.
Exactly. Hold on. Where did he bring them from? Oh, that was James Madison.
Yeah, them boys were winning.
His whole team.
Liberty a nice top program too. You've been seeing what they've been doing.
He developed that team at Indiana. That was Curt Cignetti, and he grabbed a couple of players out of the portal to add to what he already had built and established a culture at James Madison, took them up there to Indiana, and that's why they had success like that.
Only because of the chemistry of the coach, you think? Just because
A
the coach
lot of it
players
is the
knew that coach,
yeah.
they played better, or they weren't the player they were anyway.
He said Syracuse. Goat saying Syracuse, and Syracuse season went with how it went last year.
Michigan State did it that year.
I'm not saying that you're not going to have
they
success.
came out the portal.
Wasn't the black coach of Michigan State?
Who?
They came out the portal.
Who?
Man, he built a whole
Syracuse.
Yes, sir. But they how many games did that Syracuse win last year?
9.
That's what I'm saying. Like I'm not saying that you're not gonna. It's not gonna probably be. They're gonna be ass out the gate or whatever, but they're gonna have games where. But just imagine this: if Syracuse, I'll say this: if Syracuse team came back this year, they have a way better. They probably wouldn't have a loss compared to those 3 losses that they had. Those couple of games that they games that they.
But that sounds like you comparing pre-portal era.
Yeah.
Nah, but that met. All I'm saying, look, just to make it simple, y'all. You can say Syracuse, that's a one-off. So we just gonna say Syracuse, Fran Brown, the way that he built his culture is different from what they built over at Colorado.
The best example for a one-off Chubb is when Florida State went 13-0 recently. They loaded up in the portal. They got a whole bunch of top guys out of the portal, and they did their thing. They already had a quarterback established for one also, though, too. But for the most part, they had a whole bunch of guys they got out of the portal, and they did the damn thing and went 13-0. So that's really the one-off.
Let me answer your question.
Mm-hmm.
Remember you posed the who was in the playoffs?
Yeah, who was in the playoff?
Notre Dame had 8 players or more.
How many guys did they get out of the portal?
I'm going to read it to you. So, portal additions, 8 players in 2024, all who became starters or major contributors, 11-1. Georgia added 11 players, 11-3, including the SEC championship run. Tennessee had 8.
Okay.
Alabama had 13.
Okay. Alabama didn't make the playoffs last year.
Oh, excuse me. Okay. What
about SMU?
They got a lot of Ohio State had at least 7.
Yeah, they had 13 players or more from the portal, so that's what that was. So I misread that. And yeah, so I think them just your 3.
SMU for me.
Your 3. Okay.
SMU, I'm pretty sure SMU had a lot. I'm pretty sure SMU had a lot of guys out of the portal. I'm pretty sure they did. Yeah, I'm pretty sure
they had about 8 or 9 of our guys.
I'm pretty sure they did. Yeah, they had a lot. SMU had a lot. I just when we looking at that, and you adding all that into that,
they didn't have
that culture though. We not comparing. We comparing these teams that got super good culture, and I'm not saying that Colorado don't. We don't know. I just don't know if they got that culture there or not. Like you said, Pat Schumer. We ain't seen Pat Schumer's offense. We don't really know what a Pat Schumer offense looks like because they running the same shit that he ran in high school. So we really don't know what a Pat Schumer offense even looks like.
I think if you saying one thing, Chubby, you wrong. But if you saying two different things, you right.
What do you mean?
Because I feel like you can't compare them to the big dogs. Like you can't.
No, you just can't.
That's what I'm saying. You can't say you got them going 4-8 and then being like, I don't think them niggas can do it. It's like, well, you only got them going 4-8. But if you
you can't compare. We can't compare Colorado to Notre Dame and Georgia and Alabama. It's like, what are we doing?
Right, but see, that's what I'm saying. That's why I said if you saying two different things, then it kind of make you right. But if you making it all one, which it sounded like to me initially, then I'm like, I don't necessarily agree with that. But if it's
like, what are we
things,
doing? You can't compare them with them big dogs. Them big dogs is big dogs, man. We know what they doing. They got their culture. They got their guys. They know what they doing.
Right.
We're comparing them to be like 8-4.
Right. Yeah. So yeah, we'll come back to the record.
That's what we're trying to say.
Yeah, and being competitive in the Big 12.
Right.
Oh, so y'all think so okay, so but nobody here really still even with all that said, even with all these new additions and all these guys that they got, nobody's saying that without a doubt that they're gonna get 8 games.
If you're saying two different things, I agree. You see what I'm saying?
Okay. Mm-hmm.
So it's like you right. Like you it's like, okay, it's like this. If it was a multiple choice answer and you pick B, and that's just one of the answers, or it say
All of it.
B and D, then you right. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I see what you said, bro.
Yeah.
You funny, bro. You funny
I'm
as
gonna give
hell.
another example. Remember, I went through the schedule and said 5 and 7.
Mm-hmm.
After Law Dog gave his nice presentation, I kind of could change it a little bit because I can visualize offensive weapons. I see the quarterback, the Trent. I can visualize something else.
So what you got him going there, studio? So what you visualizing?
I can see like, you know, like certain games going, you know, like I feel like him. I do want to see the Georgia Tech game to see how this trenches really is, because I'm buying into to Law Dog talk right now. It's all talk. He talked it well, but it's talk right now. Let me ask you a question, Chubby. Did y'all look at these Portal players and look at they stars and what they were supposed to be?
I looked at these Portal players. You know what I'm saying? I'm just not sold. Not sold. It's not sold.
The only thing that's playing in their favor, but at the same time not playing in their favor, is the Big 12. It's just so unpredictable, dog. All these teams, they working just like Colorado working, and they getting in the transfer portal just like Colorado. But some of these teams are already a little bit more put together than others in the Big 12. It's up for grabs, man.
So and pretty much is he. You know, go ahead and finish what you were saying, DP, because I piggyback off of that. But finish what you were saying, DP, because I feel that way with it. You know what I mean? That's exactly how I'm feeling with that. Like,
if anyone of y'all look up right now, the teams with the highest chances to win the Big 12, the teams gonna come up is Arizona State, Kansas State, Texas Tech, and I think it's one more. I can't remember the last team. But them the teams they got the highest percentage to make it to the Big 12 championship game this season.
Iowa State, I'm pretty sure Iowa State, because they already.
Yeah, Iowa State probably was the last one that I seen on there. That's probably a good chance it was them. Also.
You know what I mean? These teams have been together, man. Like, if you give me a team that you just put together and they good and they got a lot of good players, but you give me a team who was good already and they coming back for a reload, and you putting them two teams together, I think the team that's already been together is going to be the team to win. That's just how I feel about the whole situation. But it's tricky, and with Colorado, you don't know. See, that's it. It's a question. I don't know, but you can sell it, or you can feel a different way about it. You know what I mean? But I just don't feel like I feel. And all I was saying with all of this is, watch out, because Dion don't even feel comfortable in this team. Dion don't feel comfortable in what he talking about.
I didn't even see what he said, man. I gotta see what Prime said.
I gotta watch the press conference, man. Let me pull up this press conference,
Hold
man.
on, Chubby, you ain't watched the press conference, Chubby?
Nah, man.
All right, Chubby, you can't say that then, Chubby. I'm holding, like I said, Chubby, I'm holding everything I deem incorrect to the fire, Chubby. If you ain't watched the press conference, you can't speak on it. Now he said a bunch of bullshit. Like, I ain't gonna lie, the nigga is a monkey, slick talking, you know what I mean? Baptist preacher pimping the pulpit talking nigga, man. The nigga just say any fucking thing. You hear me? I be like, bro, what the fuck is you talking about? You know what I mean? But that's him though, bro. They like that smooth, slick talking ass shit. And they believe in it. I ain't with he can't beat me over the head.
All right. So how do y'all feel about the comments? So we got the schedule out of the way. Yeah, Monkey is wild. How do y'all feel? So I'm gonna play the press conference and then I go into it because you know what I mean, because I know the comments that he had made about, you know, they call him a hypocrite about the players and all that other shit. But you know, I gotta watch this. Let me get this pulled up, man, because I ain't.
Why you getting that pulled up? This is my thing. This nigga steady trying to cap a nigga money, but this nigga sell peanuts, chicken, tennis shoes, sunglasses. He got a book. Nigga got 2-3 TV shows rolling at one time. You know what I mean? This nigga is a money motherfucking magnet. This nigga got a song called "Must Be the Motherfucking Money." You know what I mean? His son You got $500,000 chain. His shit glittered up. You know what I mean? Shallow. He going Cybertruck and he Shadur got so much money he gave the nigga Jordan Cena Maybach. Like, come on, my nigga. Like, bro, get out the way of this shit, nigga. Get your money up, nigga. Like, you get out, nigga. Spend some of that shit they giving you, nigga. You got a house in Dallas and in Colorado.
So should I play the whole thing, or should I play it where he was just talking about the quarterbacks and everything else?
Man, that nigga some bullshit, bro. You
That's
can play whatever you
long.
want,
That's
but he
16
bullshit. I'll
minutes.
tell
Man.
you that. He's
That
straight
one,
bullshit.
man, that's super
You
long.
can skim through or whatever. Try to
Yeah, he's
find
some
something
bullshit,
shorter.
bro. That nigga
It's
should be.
that, I mean, there was one. Okay, so there's this one up here that say something about he just Coach
Play-
Prime on
play the
Colorado
one-
quarterback battle, the new coaches' expectations and more.
Yeah.
There's one of that.
Yeah,
But-
play whatever, bro. I mean, just content.
I mean, it's
Play the one with the player, bro. Let's see what that's about.
the
No,
player.
he right there. Go down. With Kato Sauce. I know he's saying some bullshit.
Right
He look
here?
like he's saying, look at the thumbnail. He looked like he's saying some bullshit. But go ahead.
You said play that one?
Man, whatever you want to play, Chubby.
I want to see the press conference. I
Go
ain't
ahead,
see the
play
press
that bit.
conference, but you know what I'm saying? I ain't see it. So
Sanders, coach will start with an opening statement and then open it up for questions. Thank you.
Oh, God is good. I have no idea how good he is. Brett Yormark, I love you, man. I appreciate you. I think we have the best commissioner. I know we have the best commissioner in college football. Man that has called me daily, checked on me, make sure I'm straight, make sure I'm getting better and better. And you've always believed. You've always been a man of a standard.
right.
But you talk about knowing football, teaching football, communicating with their kids. We sold out season tickets for the third straight season and 11th time in CU history. Prior to 2023, it had been 26 years since we sold out, which is incredible. I'm truly thankful for that. Class rankings, class number 24 of all season. The first season in CU history. I'll start off with a wonderful, good for real. With everything I have, I never waver. I never say why me, regardless of what's ahead of me or what I see. Like, Lord, just use me. If you could use anything, you could use me. So I'm truly thankful.
All right. So where we at? Because I need
Center or left in the back.
timestamp.
David Ubben with The Athletic. Coach, what's have been the challenges of your health issues, and what did an average day look like for you?
Athletic, sometimes y'all be on that bull jump, so I'm really not going to tell you much.
All right.
Oh,
But I'm not here to talk about my health. I'm here to talk about
so he don't like the athletic. He don't like the athletic. I remember people saying, who came up on the panel one time and said something about the athletic. I can't remember who did that, but now, all right.
camp
Whatever.
from a year ago. But these young men are unbelievable. I can't wait till the world get a glimpse of these receivers. We have some youngsters from freshmen on up that can flat out go get it. And I'm proud. I'm proud of our recruits, our coaches. I'm proud of what we've brought into Boulder, Colorado.
Center or left, second row.
Okay.
Hey, Coach, Ryan Koenigsberg from DNVR. First of all, how are you feeling
What's
today?
going on, boss?
What's going on, man?
How you doing, sir?
I'm doing great. How are you doing?
I'm doing wonderful. Don't I look good?
You look great.
Well, thank you. I look good. I'm feeling good.
Your quarterback room also looks great. You have two really talented players.
We brought both of them because I don't know which one's going to start.
My question to you is, would you be comfortable with a situation where both guys played?
Hey, pause.
As long as they're doing their jobs and we winning, we definitely.
See,
So that's
it's shit
the
like
top?
it's shit like that, bro. Ain't nobody ask you, Nick, bro. Stop fucking lying, bro. You was not gonna walk no fucking freshman out there. Day one, bro. Get no fucking Georgia Tech, like, bro. Who you talking to, bro? That be the shit where I'd be like, bro, that was totally unnecessary, bro. You feel me? And it's just the way he said it. You know what I mean? I don't know. That just be rubbing me the wrong way, bro. But that could be a me problem.
So he definitely did say that he'll see, then you can't get mad at when people like myself, if I say they got two quarterbacks so they ain't got no quarterback. But then there's people out there that get mad and say, you know, that's just talk. But why would you say some shit like that then?
Easy, because when he did the interview with the ESPN guys and sat at the little table and shit, he talking about I just brought Juju gonna be our guy in the future, so I brought him for the experience. So it's like, nigga, don't sell me both of them, nigga. Who you talking to? Don't you go down the street and go goddamn buy a fake Rolex and bring it in the pawn shop and say, I want real Rolex price, nigga. Who you talking to, nigga?
So my thing is, my fault, DP. Here you go, DP. My thing is like, so how could somebody be saying, all right, hey, trucking, you tripping? Because I might say, well, there's two quarterbacks.
He was tripping though.
I'm just saying, like, but he can't come out here and say that. I mean, when you say things like that, guys can come up with something.
Fuck what he say. What do he do?
He looking vicious right there with his paws.
You know what I'm saying? Look at him. I told you the nigga like it, bro.
I ready to bite him on the face all right now.
Stupid question.
Yeah, because he know what he said was crazy. Like, he know what he know.
He's just making sure they don't challenge him on that bullshit he said, bro. That's how he handled them interviews, bro. He come in there and just say bullshit, bro.
Man,
that's what
crazy,
he do though.
Man.
Like it's really some pimping, bro. Like,
Before
come on, bro. Like,
go ahead, even interrupt you.
Nah, I'm just saying, like, it's really some pimping, bro. Like, listen, I would correlate the way a pimp talks to his hoe is the same way Prime talk to reporters, bro. It's mean, but it's necessary. You hear me? Like, for him to be a pimp, like, you see what I'm saying? Like, for him, like, think about it. He's saying, don't give them niggas no money. Give it to me and my boys. We the ones that need that. We gotta cap these young fellas off, man. But let me tell you this: go get my shoe. Go get my glass.
That's why everybody want to go to Colorado, though. You don't think they want that exposure?
Go get the peanuts. I'm trying to see.
Why you think Deion think they be on that wood jump?
Go get the blender sunglasses I got. Check out my new show on TV. That's pimping, bro.
I feel that. I dig it, but that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know. You can't be. All right, don't buy into what Prime's saying. So why believe him about how good the receivers is then?
But that's what I'm trying to tell you, bro. The nigga just macking, bro. You gotta you heard read through the lines, take the meat, leave the bone.
That's exactly what I did, and that's why when I was told about the whole comment when he was complaining about the recruiting, that's when I came.
But let me tell you what. I would assume you had these same feelings last year and you didn't predict 9-3.
No.
Okay, so that's what I'm saying. Give it the benefit of the doubt, because this nigga just talking, bro.
Wait a minute, but who is this freshman quarterback though?
Juju Lewis, a big.
Is he a 5-star?
Yeah. Well, once he committed to Colorado, they tried.
Maybe that. I mean, I can see them thinking of a 5-star freshman being better than a nigga from Liberty.
Yeah, but I ain't putting no. I don't give a fuck how good the 5-star is.
You know what I mean? Like, that's like saying Jeremiah Smith.
This ain't Jeremiah Smith though, nigga.
I'm just saying, just imagine him. And
I can't. I can't even imagine.
If you look at
give me another 5-star. I know he's just amazing, but give me another 5-star there.
Okay, what about the guy?
Any D1?
Okay, that'd be like. Okay, this is how I picture it. So Luke Nickel, who we got coming out, the 5-star coming to us. That'd be like, we don't know if it's gonna be him, or Beck, or Nickel. Like what? Like, come on, bro. It don't make sense to do that.
No, it's almost like, hold on. It's almost like him, right? That might supposed to start next year, and Darion Coleman.
Nah,
so y'all don't think there's no issue with that at all?
Experience.
And Darion ain't even that 5-star. He's just elite passer. That might be, man, I'm that guy.
Yeah, but I'm saying we gotta put like 3-4 years of experience on that shit. You hear what I'm saying?
Jameis Winston came in freshman. I'm that guy.
Yeah, That,
saying, you know, I give him a
I
little.
think you. I
I'm
think
just,
you.
I'm just saying, devil
I would say
advocate.
this.
Like,
You're not
He a
wrong.
6'1" freshman though.
Yeah, you're
oh,
not
that's
wrong. I just think you got to get more involved
it.
into the.
Talking about Juju Lewis.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
got.
ain't
Yeah,
Juju
you got to
like
get
6'1"
involved.
DP?
Damn,
Cause
I don't think he that big at all. I don't think he a 5-star.
he was a 5-star, but my thing is he not 6'1", that's for sure.
Okay.
He reclassified, so he's
Mm-hmm.
supposed to actually be in high school this year. So he's a
Right.
17-year-old guy with
That's
a
another
frail
thing.
body. I'm not putting him out there to crush his confidence against no fucking Georgia Tech.
Yeah, so
We're not talking about
you
Jameis
playing games
Winston.
with the public when you bringing both quarterbacks to the
But yeah,
media
but
There
day.
you
my thing
go.
is we're not
Okay,
talking
based
about
on that
Jameis
information,
Winston.
yeah,
This
Dion,
not.
you bullshitting.
Yeah, this
There you
not
go.
Dylan right. Yeah.
There you go.
Cause ain't
That's
no
my
way
thing.
you finna start this young man. Ain't
But
no way.
Ain't no
see,
way.
and I think, but see, the only reason why people will even think that holds some validity is because DNVR is like the number one damn
Them
near
some of
news
prime
source for
hoes,
all the,
man.
huh?
Them some of prime hoes, man. Them nigga
Yeah,
white
they
hoes
prime hoes for sure. That's what I
from
said. He
across
a
town,
dingleberry.
bro.
You didn't hear me say that? They definitely dingleberries.
Yeah, yeah. So like that's what I'm saying. See, this Chubby, your responsibility to do is to not get caught up in what the fuck Prime saying. Because listen, this like I be having to tell this my nigga Alf, bro. Prime is preaching, bro. He a preacher, bro. You feel me? He preaching to his congregation. You think they ain't gonna goddamn repeat that shit he's saying and use it and regurgitate it to the fan base?
But Lord dog, I got a little pushback for you now.
Talk to me.
Cause you can't say that now and then have me buying the Kool-Aid. Cause Chubby kind of, hold on, wait a minute, I'm a plane real quick. Cause Chubby kind of peeping it out. He like, yeah, why he mad at athletic department? What's going on with that? You know what I'm saying? And he like, no, I ain't buying it, Dion. I don't think. But you got me to buy the Kool-Aid. So
yeah,
what's up, man?
but the thing about this Kool-Aid, I already done told you. Fuck what Prime talking about.
Okay.
Fuck what he talking about.
Okay.
And I didn't mention Prime about when I spoke about the coaches. I spoke about Warren Sapp, the O-line coach, the two guys that's available on the O-line coach, Robert Livingston being the guy. I spoke about Pat Shermer being a question. You know what I mean? So
yeah. You gave your point.
Yeah, I ain't put that shit on Prime.
You basically saying
I know Prime.
Ignore Prime and look at the real.
Yeah,
I got you.
See what's on the field, because that nigga ain't making no real decisions like that. He's just a figurehead. I'm talking about when it come down to he's standing at that 50-yard line, nigga, and it's 3rd and 6. He may say go for it, but he ain't calling the fucking play on defense, no offense. He ain't calling that shit. So I'm not even giving him like. But I am challenging him if it's some stupid shit. If it's some stupid shit, I feel like Prime called it. Oh, like, man, Prime must call that stupid shit. I know it. You see what I'm saying? Like, that nigga just be talking. Then you know he called it because he'd come in the press conference and say some shit like, man, Shedeur throw the ball so good, it's like a long handoff, so we ain't got to run the ball.
See, the thing is with me, though, that shit is beneficial to some people, though, man. Some things Prime say they hold way up here all the fucking time, though. You know what I'm saying? See, that shit go back and forth. It'd be a back and forth type thing. Oh no, you heard what Coach Prime said, but nah, you can't listen to Coach Prime. Oh, well, you seen what they did with this, but then you can't do with that. Like, see, that bullshit be all back and forth all the damn time. It's never just
that's why I said that's the macking though,
assessment.
Most people see, all right, I'm breaking. This be my last little break. Now I'll give you some more game what I don't peep to this shit, Chubby. Most niggas not looking at him as a football coach, Chubby. I'm looking at strictly what he do in between them lines and the decisions he make when he's standing at that press conference podium or when they playing them football games. You see what I'm saying? So I'm judging the coach standards, Coach Prime. Most of these people you deal with in these fan bases is looking at what he did in his playing career, how he played baseball, how he was an analyst, how he was a rap star, how he brought his family, and he's a man of God, and these aunties love him. Why? Because Prime ain't got no visible bitch, man. So everybody in love with him or his sons. So they'll fuck the daddy or the other sons. You see what I'm saying? So with that being the fan base, they gonna buy into that shit because he looked like the dream man. And that's not to say he ain't got the nigga resume is impeccable. The nigga play football, baseball, he rap. The nigga can analyze the game and be a reporter. You see what I'm saying? He could be a head coach. You know what I mean? Like the nigga damn nigga do everything. But I think the least of his ability is to be in a football coach. The nigga can talk good. He a man of God. He preach the word. You know what I mean? He a father figure to these guys, and he make it sound good. He a motivation.
So you got a man who does all of them things,
Right.
puts on all of them different kind of hats.
Right.
Got an offensive coordinator that's questionable.
Hold on. And not to mention, hold on, Chubby, before you go, because I gotta say this. This nigga sell, think about it, nigga. He a black man. This nigga able to sell tennis shoes, sunglasses, peanuts, and chicken. And he got that shit all recorded by his oldest son. Come on, man. This nigga macking, bro. The nigga game is tight. This nigga got a show on Tubi.
And then he got a problem with players getting paid after he's selling his sunglasses and the shoes.
Diaz. And if your son was a player, he say, I can't pay Chubby's son that. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. He macking, bro. The nigga game is, bro, he's just like I say, he moonwalking all over this shit, bro. So fuck what he say, bro. The nigga get it done. You feel me? Like, think about it. I just take 2-3 parts of that nigga life, and I would have been a hell of a fire nigga. Just let me play baseball and goddamn be an analyst. And I would have been goddamn good. That nigga, like I said, the nigga played baseball, football simultaneously now. And this nigga played the world, and he played in the World Series and the Super Bowl, nigga. You hear me?
Yeah,
and
he did.
Regarded as one of the best ever. Like, bro, the nigga, that's what I'm saying. Like, and you got to think about it.
He wore a gold jacket.
Today's parents are his fan base. So Chubby, just before, like right around your mother's age or your uncles and your elders, Chubby, is prime fan base when he was playing the game with Atlanta and San Fran and Dallas. So imagine prime recruiting your son or your nephew or your grandson. They gonna eat that. They gonna eat the dick off the bone, man. These kids don't know who prime is, but they know through the parents.
This motherfucker, boy, he talking so good, ain't he, boy? He selling you, boy. I'm telling you, y'all up there eating that shit up, boy. Y'all
That's what I'm saying. They eating that shit up. He pimping. The macking is good.
See, that's I read between the lines. I look in between all of that. Good talk about all the wide receivers, boy. He could run.
But you can't say he ain't doing it.
He running so fast, he cut through the wind.
That's the thing, though. You can't say he ain't doing it. The
but
nigga
running so fast, they cutting through the wind. Who doing that? What receiver doing that?
But I'm saying he just gave you then the nigga just gave you a Heisman winner last year, bro. Two-way player. Something you never seen before. It's you see what I'm saying? Like, you gotta get credit. You gotta get credit to this shit too, though.
I'm gonna leave y'all with this, fellas. You feel me? Because I'm gonna go ahead. I got 2 things to take care of. I'm gonna leave y'all with this. If Prime have a good season this year, let's say he win 8 games or more, he trying to get up out of there.
He gone.
He trying to get up out of there.
It's over with. He gone.
If Mike Norvell mess up, Tallahassee call him.
There you go. That's what I'm trying to tell Chubby. Like,
I appreciate the love, fellas, dog. I'm gonna go ahead and get up out here and let y'all do y'all thing.
I appreciate you coming through.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, man.
You know what I'm saying? And kicking it. And Viral Authority, what sounds goofy and hypocritical?
Yeah,
what are you even talking about coming up? Come up on the panel, dog. Don't say some shit like that in the comments and then don't come up on the show on the panel. Like,
man, go ahead and tell them hit that link, man. Let me get up in here.
Hit that
all right,
link,
fellas, man. As always, love, dog.
Hit that link, dog. We got a link. You know what I'm saying? Hit that link, dog. We ain't doing that. You know what I'm saying? When you got something to say, come up and say it, man. You know what I'm saying? Don't be scared. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm saying it, but if you're gonna come up, if you're gonna say something like that, then come up here and let's have a conversation.
Bro, you don't be standing on shit, man.
I can't type and talk at the same time.
For months, nigga. You ain't came on the panel and said no hella fire shit, nigga.
Everybody, that's what I'm saying. Talking about he saying shit on the panel.
I don't even never remember you, nigga, you came up the panel a few times, you kick it, you kind of cool. But other than that, nigga, I don't remember you getting your points off.
Everybody building out of the portal, like yeah, everybody building out of. I just don't think that's the way to go. You got to have it. He got a culture established already. Yeah, he got a culture established. I'm doubting that right now because he be doing all that goofy shit.
Yeah, but
he be telling y'all
but
that he about to try to start a freshman quarterback. Meanwhile, we already know if you know football that motherfucker Kaden Schulter going to start. But then I guarantee you somebody probably come up here and try to argue me that motherfucking Juju Lewis is going to be the starting quarterback. I guarantee you that, Law. I guarantee you any fucking way. I guarantee you Viral Authority probably bring his ass up here and say, nah, Juju Lewis looking like he that dude. He a 17-year-old reclass freshman that just played high school football last year. You think he about to get out there with these dudes and throw and be one of the best quarterbacks up against Kaden Schulter, who was just damn near a pre-Heisman finalist the year before last. Not last year, but the year before that. Last year, Liberty lost a game that they shouldn't even have lost. Liberty didn't even look the same last year, for real. He looked like, you know what I'm saying, they figured him out. Okay, he said, nah. Get your ass up here and talk, nigga. Stop being a hoe in the comments, nigga, and get your ass up here and let's have a conversation like men. Let's talk, man. Damn, man, why y'all be so damn scared, man? We talking, man. We ain't doing nothing else but talking, dog. We just talking. Whether you come up here and you right and I'm wrong, it is what it is. Let's talk, nigga. Shit. Get your ass out there or get out the motherfucking comments, nigga. Shit. Fuck. Stop being like that, man. Y'all niggas stop being so scary out there, man. We just talking, man. We grown men, man. We could argue, we could disagree, and then we could come back and kick it, man. You know what I'm saying? Man, come up here and let's talk, man. You believe in all that. I don't think Colorado gonna be successful. I don't think so, and I'm standing on that. I just don't think. I'm not bought into the whole.
He bring engagement.
My dog,
block that nigga. And
I know I bring engagement. Bring what engagement, man? Come up here, man. Come up here, man. Come up here. Bring it, man. Let's go. Come on, man. Come on up here, man. You got the link. I don't know what's taking you so long to click the link. The link is in the description. All I want to do is just hear what you got to say. There ain't no really right or wrong. It's all opinionated what we talking about. It's just our opinions. You know what I'm saying?
This nigga talking about he bring engagement. That's what I'm saying. He's just like Prime. Niggas say bullshit. Like, nigga, who the fuck is Viral Authority? I'm trying to figure out, like,
I mean, I remember Viral Authority used to come up on the panel.
But I'm saying, I don't be seeing this nigga get no shit off and say, like, I don't remember nothing profound he don't say it. Like, what'd he say?
He don't be saying nothing profound. Nigga just talking, man. He one of them DNVR watching, well-off media watching ass niggas, you know what I'm saying? One of them dingleberry chasers and shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, these niggas like to type to the comment. You know, they play them other shows and they them niggas get them amens and they put they comment on the show and a nigga amen that shit. They feel like they saying some shit. Damn, man, you dick pulling like the rest, nigga. Cause you ain't saying it, nigga. I'm like, what you saying? Like, you saying a nigga sound goofy and this and all this and which way, but it's like, nigga, you ain't said nothing.
You ain't saying shit.
You ain't provided no context in the comments, nigga. Anybody can say, man, they hang on Prime, man. Prime is that guy, nigga. That ain't nothing. What are you talking about? I hate
that's all he could say,
and
man.
Then this would trip me out about the nigga Viral. The nigga fake kicked it with us one night. The nigga was in the car. We was politicking. We freestyling. We rapping. All of a sudden, it's some, man, that should be hate. I'm like, nigga, man, come on, man. Like, nigga, keep it G, nigga. Keep that shit 50, nigga.
Oh, so it ain't me. Oh, so he's scared to come up here because the Law Dog up there. Oh, that's what it is. Okay.
Oh, you know, I ain't even gonna I ain't gonna say he's scared to come up here. Because the Law Dog, I just feel like niggas, they can type, but they can't talk. You hear me?
Okay. Yeah.
So I don't, like I say, I'm challenging everything at the door, nigga. That I feel this.
I got you. I got
like when I came into this shit, bro, I came into it as a fan of Shador. You feel me? I wasn't really on the Prime train or Shiloh or even Travis. I was like, I think that nigga too live. Like, I'm like, he the coach. Like, you know, when you the coach son and you the quarterback and you good, I kind of give a different respect to that because most coach's son be ass. You feel me? Like,
right.
And they forcing him to be the guy. They kind of be, see, I don't want to discredit Shiloh, but you know, like they kind of have more of that shallow field than the Shedeur field, where it's like this nigga the guy. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So, like I said, I thought 2 was a player from the beginning. I like how he rocked the jewelry. I like the number 2 with the visor and the swag with the one sleeve. I thought all that shit was hot. You know, I'm like, and he's slanging that bitch. You hear me? So it's just like, but like I said, these niggas don't know what they don't know, bro. It ain't even personal, bro. I just feel like niggas just be talking, and I be like, man,
that's all he doing. That's all. I mean, that's all he doing, huh? Studio. He flexing. Studio, ain't he? Studio, he flexing, man. That's all. It's all good though. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I got off what I had to get off, man. You know what I'm saying? I felt like I done kicked it. I felt like everybody came
all right,
up.
brother. Well, salute, bro. I appreciate you popping out, man.
Love. Yeah, man. Cause niggas, some shit was going on, man. I tell you, you know what I'm saying, in Discord, whatever, but some shit was going on with me, man. And you know what I mean? Nigga had a scare, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Nigga had a little scare. I was like, hold up, what's wrong with me, man? Nigga doing too much, man.
All right, well, you got my number, bro. Bang my line, bro.
Yeah, for sure.
Right,
hey, man. Hey, I appreciate y'all coming through, man. Hey, yo, shout out to Studio One. My nigga got a channel. Y'all go check it out. Shout out to my nigga DP.
Hold on. This nigga talking about bring me up.
Huh?
Where he at? He in the back?
Nigga, what he said? Nah, wait, cause he know I'm about to, cause he know I was wrapping shit up. That's why he said that. Law, you just said the nigga talking.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
saying
that
about
prime.
to wrap
That's
shit
that,
up, and then he want to say something.
Yeah, that's that prime shit.
Like, look,
he say he backstage,
look, the goat talking about, all right, Chubby. Everybody talking about, all right. They think I'm about to wrap it up, and now that he lying, I dropped the link again.
He said he backstage.
Oh, he backstage. That's you with no picture. Oh, okay. Oh, all right, let's get it. What up, Viral Authority, man?
Man, don't be trying to bait me, y'all goofy ass niggas. Y'all know I be talking up here, bro. Don't play me like that.
Talking about, nigga?
Okay, what you be talking about? What you talking? Where we was off at?
Y'all, bro, you don't remember me from goddamn Raw
I
channel?
remember you,
Stop playing, bro. I come up here.
What you got?
I come up at my leisure. I come up at my leisure, man.
Okay,
I'm
but that's
busy.
cool, bro. Today you said the shit sound goofy and dumb. What was you talking about?
Y'all was talking about. You said you up Prime on one end, but say he can't coach.
How the fuck you talking about?
What?
What
you
are you talking about?
Coach. You don't remember he just said he can't coach, bro.
Who
he
said
I don't think he a good coach.
Who said that?
No, nigga never said that, bro. I clearly said when I judge Prime, I judge him strictly as a coach. And I say I judge him based upon what he say at the podium or what he do when he's standing on that 50-yard line, bro.
Can he coach? See, let your yay be yay. Your nay be nay.
Let me ask you this.
Nah. See, you got to do the semantics. Let your yay be yay and your nay be nay.
No, I'm saying we having a conversation, brother. Come on, like be intellectual, my nigga.
I'm being intellectual, but that's how you get out of stuff every time.
Let me get clarification. What do he coach? So I can answer that for you.
Can he coach college football? Can he coach the game of college football?
What do he coach?
Bro, can you answer my question? See, that's what I'm saying. You can never answer a question, yes or no.
I'm gone, bro. See what I'm saying? Like,
don't ask for help.
Want to have a conversation.
No, I want to have a conversation and get answers.
I pose him a question, and I say he asked me, can he coach? I say, what does he coach?
What does he
can't
coach?
Answer my question.
What does he coach?
You see what I'm saying? He can't answer the question.
See, that's what I'm saying. The nigga just
you
dumb,
answer a
bro.
question with the question.
He's just dumb, bro. Niggas is
that's
stupid,
a sign
bro.
of unintelligent
I hate dumb
life,
niggas, bro.
You dumb. You can't answer a fucking question. Just get off the stage.
How the hell you gonna come up here? How you gonna come up here?
I asked you a yes or no fucking question. You can't even answer the question.
And I asked you, what does he coach?
And you can't answer my motherfucking question. That's the problem.
What does he coach? I'm going
college football.
You tell me
college fucking football.
So when did we say that he couldn't coach? That's what the fuck I'm going to confuse.
I know. I asked him, can he coach?
Cause you talking.
He said I never said he can't coach. I'm asking what can he coach?
Let me tell you why. Let me tell you why this nigga slow. Because if
Bruh,
he understands,
you slow as fuck. Because you trying to throw a trick bag out there.
I know.
Now you can play semantics. He could play this, but he can't coach that. He could do that, bro. Can he coach? Yes or no?
So why do you think he could coach? What's up?
I'm not even answering shit till he answered my question.
No,
y'all like to finesse and wiggle.
This nigga want to come up here and argue, man.
I'm not arguing. Ask a simple question.
I don't think he can coach.
Thank you. You see how long it took you to answer that fucking question? Why it took you 7 years to answer that question?
So why you think he can coach?
He got hired as a coach. He can coach. He
See,
ain't the
get this
best
stupid
coach.
ass nigga off here, Chubby.
Nigga, I answer your fucking question.
Fucking dummy, bro.
He's shown he can
can't
coach. Why
think
the fuck would
critically.
you hire him as a
He
coach if he can't coach?
He can't think critically. Nigga's an idiot.
Deuces, cuz.
All right,
I gotta kick you, man. I gotta
Yeah,
kick
bro,
you,
that-
bro.
you
You
see what I'm
gotta
saying,
go,
Chubby?
bro. You gotta
This
fucking
nigga
go,
idiot.
bro.
This nigga-
You can't talk. That's why I be saying, like, y'all got like stop talking in the comments like that and then come up here and say some goofy
Exactly.
shit
That's why
like
I
that.
say I hate these stupid niggas, bro. This nigga came up here like he said something profound, bro. The nigga didn't even say nothing. That's that prime talk. Saying something but
Yeah,
saying
I
nothing
kicked
at
his
all.
ass. Yeah, I
Stupid
kicked
ass
him,
nigga.
bro. Can't come up here with that shit,
Talking about
man.
he could coach because he got hired. What, nigga?
Come up here because he got hired.
Stupid.
What
He's
are we
stupid.
talking about? That's all I needed. Clip that.
Yeah, clip that stupid ass nigga and post that shit. That nigga's an
I
idiot.
ain't that, bro. You can't come up here and say no shit like that viral. You can't come up here and say
Nigga's an
when he
idiot,
asks
bro.
a question because he got hired as a coach.
Nigga's an idiot, bro.
Come on,
the
bro.
nigga just proved it.
But you up here talking all hot, and first you come up here with the wrong information. First off, you come up here with the wrong information, accusing some shit that nobody never said up here. So that's first off. So you already coming up here with drama. Then your ass. Then when you get the one question, you get that like, come on, man.
Yeah, he got to act
Fuck
like a
my
bitch.
channel then, nigga. Get your ass off my motherfucking channel then, nigga. Go over there with them scrub ass niggas.
Yeah,
Them dangleberry
hey,
ass niggas.
Chubby,
Get the
hey,
fuck
Chubby.
on, nigga.
That's
Shit. I ain't
that's
asked you to fucking come over here, nigga. Fuck you, nigga. Get off my fucking channel then, nigga. Clip that shit. Punk ass.
That's how
Go over
hoes
there with
act,
them
Chubby.
niggas, man. Go watch some
Chubby,
other shit, nigga.
That's how hoes act. You know how when you dealing with
I
a
don't
bitch,
care
bro.
if the white boy got more love than me, nigga. I ain't knocking with the white boy. Do the white boy. He do what he do. Go get
He
off my
pulling dick.
channel
Nah,
then,
look,
nigga.
he
Shit.
pulling dick on the white boy.
Fuck out of here. Trying to get me to hate on the white boy now. Now you want me to hate the white boy. What I gotta hate the white boy for? What the white boy do to me? I don't even know what white boy you talking about. He can have love. I ain't no Colorado channel, nigga.
hey, look, Chubby. That's what hoes do. Let me like before we get out of here, right? That's what a bitch would do. You feel me? You'll be having a conversation with your bitch. You feel me? She asks you something. You throw something back at her. She emotional. This nigga emotional. This nigga came up like an emotional hoe. You feel me? And then the nigga had the information wrong. Nobody ain't said he coach. But the thing is, Prime is a CEO head coach. He don't coach the defense. He don't coach the offense. He barely coached the fucking DBs, nigga. So like you's a fucking idiot, nigga. Nigga's a CEO as a head coach, bro. He just oversee, bro. He's a figurehead,
He the
bro.
GM, man. He the GM of that squad. That's what he is, bro. He the
This
GM.
nigga said Law's the biggest bitch. That's why he got a dog pit. Oh my god, I hate you hoe ass niggas, bro. Like the nigga, but the thing is, the nigga was friendly before. I don't understand the nigga that flip flop. You feel me? Like nigga came on Raw High Show with buddy. Now niggas are bitches and hoes.
Oh,
like,
man.
I hate you bitch ass niggas.
Oh,
you ain't got no reason to dick pull that much, nigga.
Oh man.
Then the nigga bringing up a white boy. Like that's dick pulling, nigga. I know you eat a dick, nigga.
They just don't like when the facts come out, man. When it's the truth, man. When it's real talk, man.
I told you, brother.
You just don't like when it's real talk,
bro. He them niggas. You know, he the niggas. When I was in the class, when you was in the class and you play popcorn and you say, "I popcorn viral authority to read." He the nigga that struggle with regular words and shit that really can't read. Then he get upset and try to, like, he one of them type niggas, bro. That nigga, man, that nigga's a hoe.
That's okay. I'm not hurt by that.
Nigga.
I don't hate Raw and I don't hate the white boy.
No, he talking to me, Chubby. He talking to me, bro.
Oh, okay.
Like I told you, the nigga came over there on Raw show, was friendly, want to vibe and kick it and no, bro, all that shit. Then nigga act like a hoe. Viral. You not, man. Listen, all right, Chubby, I'm gone, bro. I ain't got time to wrestle with no.
All right, Law. All right, bro.
All right,
look,
nigga.
Look, I feel like, hey, Law, I feel like this, Sean. I'm gonna close. I was talking about the game has evolved. I want to go back into this before I close out, but you know what I mean, go on my little sequelae before I close out. The game of football has evolved, and this is why I believe the game has, because you can't look at it from just a film perspective, be all into film, a film jockey, and you can't just look at it from a statistical analytic point. You got to be able to bring both together. You know what I mean? Because stats don't tell the whole story. The eye in the sky don't lie. But however, the perfect example for what I'm about to say and what I'm saying right now is when you look at Najee Harris, had 1,000-yard season statistically, analytically, But when you watch the film on Najee Harris, he disappeared in certain games last. So that's where I'm getting at with that. Like, you know what I mean? You got to be able to do both nowadays because the game has evolved and it's evolving every day. And like I said at the beginning of the show before I even got into this, you got guys that's 6'4", 6'5", defensive ends that's running 4.5s, weighing 260 pounds, 4.4s. That's a hell of a specimen right there. You know what I mean? So just getting into that, and I'll do a whole nother video or a whole nother show on that more. But you know what I mean, I just wanted to get into that a little bit and talk about, you know what I mean. So y'all can bounce if y'all want to, but my Pittsburgh Steelers, because I got to get this in there so I can clip it out later. Anyway,
Hey Chubby, hey, I'm finna get out here. Let me say this.
Yeah, go ahead, bro. Go ahead, bro.
Hey Chubby, we asked that bitch. Hey, we asked that bitch ass nigga. We say, why you think he could coach? That nigga said, because he a football coach.
Because he got hired.
You don't get your stupid ass out. You don't get your stupid ass out of here, nigga. That little small bus classroom answer, nigga.
Man, hey man, answer this question, man. Forget about that clown, man. We not about to get that clown.
Nah, I just had to say that before I go. Like that.
All right, but give me one thing. How you feel about the Pittsburgh Steelers getting rid of Micah Fitzpatrick for Jonnu Smith and Jonnu Smith and Jalen Ramsey. How you feel about that trade?
I don't understand, but I mean, I guess it's both guys maybe wanted out, so I feel like it's an even swap, no swindle. I mean, Jonnu Smith is a mid to average tight end, but he got a little game. But I feel like you got Pat Freiermuth over there, so you'll be all right. And if Jalen Ramsey gonna be playing safety, then this would be him transitioning like Charles Woodson and shit later on in his career. So y'all should be all right. It ain't a bad move. I say it's an even swap, no swindle. Nobody really won. It was just an even trade.
Do you feel like it was an even trade? You don't feel like either team won that trade? Who would you say won that trade?
I can't necessarily pick a winner.
Okay.
I can't pick a winner. I mean, I like Jalen Ramsey, but I mean, like I said, he kind of up and down.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, I mean, did Mika want out?
No, I don't think Mika wanted out. I think that last season, me personally as a fan and looking at the game and trying to be a little bit on a analyst side of things, looking at it like that, like I think it was like he was getting older. He's over the hump, you know what I mean? Right at the hill, he's going to start declining and kind of how I felt about.
Well, that's why I say ain't no shit, because I feel the same about Jalen Ramsey, son. But he may be able to revitalize his career as a safety.
Yeah, so I felt I'm kind of on the fence with it. Like I feel like both teams got what they needed. You know what I'm saying? Out of the trade, I feel like Jalen Ramsey wanted out. He's in Pittsburgh where he got a place to try to win a championship on a good team. I feel like Jonnu Smith to add to that tight end room. Well, so many tight ends is I don't think it's crazy, but here I don't think it's crazy because I think that helps with our goal line defense. You know, I mean offense. Excuse me, goal line offense. When you think about it, because when's the last time you really seen an NFL team run 13 personnel? When have you seen that?
I mean, yeah. So like
so now we actually utilize 13 personnel and do it correctly because we got Darnell Washington from Georgia, Jonnu Smith, and we got Pat Freiermuth. You know what I'm saying? So we can actually go into a 13 personnel goal line look with Aaron Rodgers. And I mean, and Aaron, I was against the Aaron Rodgers move initially until I got looking at the fact that Aaron Rodgers was picked up because his arm ain't the same. But when you look at his completion percentage from 0 to 15 yards, that's where we needed him at, the intermediate passing yards and those quick passing. And that's why I think we went heavy in that tight end room too. So I think y'all see more of what I'm trying to explain during the season. You know what I'm saying? And how the Steelers are playing football, running the ball, short passes. Once we get down their goal line, usually where we stall out and we can't score points, that's where Aaron Rodgers come in, fitting the ball through those tight windows, 0 to 15 yards. Those big tight ends being able to use their body to screen people and catch those and get those easy touchdowns like that. I think that's where you're going to start seeing the Steelers move forward, and that's why I like the Jonnu Smith move. Jalen Ramsey, I'm not sure what we're going to do with him. I do think that he can play safety. I don't know if he's going to fill in Mika because he is a physical guy. We do know that he's physical, And we're definitely going to require that out of him in Pittsburgh. I don't have no questions about our defense. I think Mike Tomlin, Mike T, he got the defense, and he's going to make wonders do what it do. You know what I'm saying? I think that TJ Watt's contract can get figured out and all that. But when we looking at the offense and the Aaron Rodgers trade, now it's more understandable because we're going to try to run the ball and use those short passes. Deep passes, I don't think you're going to see that a lot out of us. That's just how it is in football. I'm glad that football is moving back towards the more of the traditional way, because that's just the way that game of football is played. Like that is never going to be played out. Running the ball is never going to be played out in football because the game is won and lost in the trenches. I never understood why offensive linemen, people were ashamed of that when they was young, because that's where the game is won at. It's won and lost in the trenches. And if you ain't got a damn good offensive line, your offense can't move the ball. If you ain't got a good defensive line, it makes it harder on the defensive backs. It makes it way easier on the defensive backs when you got a good pass rush and a good defensive line that could hold down the run. And that's exactly what we did. It's all about physicality with the Pittsburgh Steelers this year. When you watch what we're doing, physicality, being able to complete those short passing yards, and you ain't gotta take my word for it. Y'all go and look at Aaron Rodgers highlights from last year, like I had to do, and I had paused and played it. I did it for like an hour and a half, just pausing, playing it, slowing it down, and actually looking at what the Pittsburgh Steelers was trying to do and why we went after Aaron Rodgers, because I was against it at first, right? I ain't gonna lie. But it really had nothing to do with football, just because of everything else and how I was feeling about, my organization. But that's another topic for another day. But he was able to complete a lot of passes in tight windows and short yardage range. And then remember some of those receivers last year, let's keep it real on the Jets, they didn't make it easier for him dropping a lot of the passes that they did. And that's not in the highlight films, but a lot of, that's in the low lights. They dropped some shit that they probably shouldn't have dropped. But when you look at what we're trying to do, it's all about physicality, and we're taking it there. It's a copycat league. We've seen what Philly was trying to do, and everybody's just trying to copy that. And it's going back that way. And I think college football is headed that way, same way. That's never going to go in football, because that's the way you win in football. That is the way, period, point blank. You know what I mean? You could shoot three, kind of like how basketball went to shooting threes, but football went to passing game. You can have a passing game, but now in the NFL, I think, and y'all could correct me if I'm wrong, but you got to be able to set up in multiple. I don't think an offensive coordinator or a defense coordinator, this is just my opinion now. This is not a fact. This is just my opinion. I don't think an offensive coordinator or a defensive coordinator should just set themselves into saying we're shotgun, pass heavy offense, or to say that we're a 4-3 defense. I think it should just be multiple. You should just have all your guys ready to set up in all different types of formations and being able to run it and be successful in all formations and just be multiple. That's what I think. And the reason why, because you got to be able to stop both the pass and the run. You know what I mean? Your guys, and it's all set up on your personnel and your guys and how, you might have a defensive end that might be 260, but then there's another one that might be 240 or 230. You even seen these guys coming in 230, rushing the passer off the defensive inside. That's set up for strictly pass. When y'all get where I'm going. The guys maybe, and I'm just kind of explaining to people who may not be super familiar, but y'all get where I'm going with that, right? You got a defensive end who's 260. He's more of a run stopper end, or should be, but some of these guys are fast. But that's all I'm getting there with that. But I like the moves that we making. I see what the Pittsburgh Steelers is trying to do this year. I trust in what they're trying to do. I wasn't happy with a lot of it, but I'm cool now. I'm cool. I'm at a place right now where I'm like, all right, are we going to – now the big question is, are we going to make a push for the playoffs? Who knows? You know what I mean? I believe that we at least got to get a playoff win out of the deal. That's what I believe. You know what I mean? But look, man. That's all for today, man. I had a fan. I enjoyed all the company, man. Y'all showed mad love. Boy, just got back. You know what I'm saying? I've been missing for a while. I appreciate y'all coming through and kicking it. Make sure that y'all subscribe. If y'all new here, come rock with me. I'm live every Saturday. You know what I'm saying? Videos always popping out, so hit y'all notification bell. My man DP came through talking to Sports with DP. Make sure that y'all subscribe to my man's channel. You know what I'm saying? Show him love. Show love to Studio One. He came in here, show love. He also has a channel. Make sure y'all go over there and subscribe and check him out. You know what I mean? Law Dog came through, salute. JB came through, salute. The GOAT came through, salute. Brass the Rascal, I ain't see you in a minute, man. Make sure that you always in the comments. Salute to you. Who else? Did I forget anybody else, man? If I forgot you, man, hey, yo, look, that's my bad. But look, y'all, I always ended the show like this, no matter what religion you is, no matter where you know what I mean, whatever you is. Y'all pray for each other. You know what I'm saying? Pray for me. I pray for y'all. Peace. Until the next one. All right. I'm up out of here, man.